A very good evening and welcome back to 7 District Arena. We have seen a fascinating contest. The previous one, 7 Districts presents Emirates D20. Let's head down where we got Ahmed Khwaja with the all-important toss alongside two captains and the match.
Of the 7 Districts presents Emirates D20 2024 powered by Fancode. I have the two captains alongside me. Leading Emirates Blues, we have Kamran Atta. Leading Team Sharjah, we have star all-rounder Shahbaz Ali. And of course, our esteemed match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. It's going to be Blues to flip the coin. Heads is the call. It's heads. Sharjah win the toss. Shahbaz Ali, टॉस जीते हैं, क्या फैसला किया?
ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं नेशनल टीम के लिए, सुपर 6 के लिए। गोपा इन है, अलमास टेस्ट कर रहे हैं और आदित्य इन है।
बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर द मैच।
थैंक यू।
कामरान अता अनफॉर्चुनेटली टॉस हार गए। अगर आप टॉस जीते तो क्या करते?
हम लोग पहले बॉलिंग ही करते, क्योंकि हम लोग चेज में थोड़ा ज़्यादा अच्छा खेल रहे हैं, तो इसीलिए हम लोग पहले बॉलिंग ही करते।
तो बैटिंग फर्स्ट, क्या लगता है सेफ स्कोर क्या होगा इस पिच पे?
अभी बस यही है कि कोशिश करेंगे अच्छा से अच्छा टोटल दें, क्योंकि शारजा की टीम तगड़ी है, हमारी टीम भी बैलेंस है, तो हम 180-185 तक इंशाल्लाह करेंगे।
टीम में तब्दीलियाँ?
हाँ, 5 चेंजिंग है हमारी टीम में। वसीम अकरम इन है, नवीद नीडो इन है, हर्षिद इन है और अपना इमरान इन है,
एक
और अफाक भाई इन है।
बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर द गेम।
थैंक यू।
Right, the news from the sideline. Sharjah have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first.
Thank you very much, Ahmed Khwaja. And the news from the centre is that Sharjah, they won the toss and elected to bowl first. These are the two lineups for this contest. Afaq Shahid coming in there for Emirates Blues. Ahmed Tarak in good form. Harshad Seth, Imran Ayaz. And that strong middle order. Nasser Faraz needs some runs. Usaid Amin is bowled beautifully, and good to see Wasim Akram also, along with Shahid Iqbal, the pacers. On the other end, you got Aditya Ovasya is in good form. Gopa Kumar coming in. Junaid Afridi needs some runs, and the pace attack of Huzaima Tanveer, Shahbaz Ali. They will play a huge role. And the two umpires making their way out to the centre. And joining me in the com box is ever present Mr. Awais Ali. Welcome back.
Thank you very much, Asghar, and good evening to all our viewers. We're almost set for another exciting contest lined up. Emirates Blues taking on Team Shah captain.
Yeah, he's travelled for the national side for the Hong Kong Sixes. So good luck to him. And I think Lukman Faisal needs to step up. He's got that 100 early on, but off late he's just gone off the boil. So he needs to really pick up pace here in the absence of Khalid.
Yeah, he'll just have to keep everything behind and just take some learning from those previous encounters where he couldn't really get going. But then it's a new day, new beginning. It's a new game. So I want to just get going in this important clash against mighty Emirates Blues, I would call them, who are having a great run in this tournament.
Very well led by Akif Kamran Atta behind the stumps that move from Abu Dhabi to Emirates Blues, and he's done really well.
Yeah, there you can see the huddle, and they're just seconds away for this important game for both the sides. Mind you, both the games have lost their previous encounters, so they would want to just get on to their winning habits. Sharjah, a star-studded lineup. They've got some fiery pace attack. Huzaima bin Tanveer, Shahbaz Ali. Well, they've been creating havoc. Mohammad Rohit Bangash, well, I'm not too sure he's missed out in this game. And something's got to do with an injury or so, Asghar.
Maybe it's a long tournament. Sometimes you have that rotation as well to rest some of the players, your key players, and you can afford to do that as well at times in a long tournament like this.
Right then, in comes Team Sharjah. In comes the two batters in the middle for Team Emirates Blues. Ahmed Tariq, well, what a find he's been. A youngster and a star in the making, I would say. And these two openers walking in the middle would want to ensure to give their team a blistering start. It's not going to be easy against Sharjah pace attack. Under the lights, they've really asked a lot of questions to the batters with those in-swinging deliveries.
Yeah, contest I'm really looking forward to see Ahmed Tariq going head-to-head against one of the premium fast bowlers, Huzaima bin Tanveer. He's been in terrific form, Ahmed Tariq, and he's made a huge impact. I'm sure he'll go a long way. He's just 19 years of age.
Yeah, he's shown a lot of character, composure, calmness in the middle. Every time he comes into bat, just shows a lot of maturity in the middle, and he's been consistent with the run scoring. and yes, complete asset, I would say, to his side.
Imran Ayaz on the non-strikers end. Another player who can strike the ball nicely. Free-flowing player. It's a wonderful opportunity for him as well. In the absence of Khalid at the top of the order. Osama bin Tanveer marking his run-up. This will be very, very exciting.
Well, I'm still recovering from that previous encounter, that super over we just witnessed an hour back. What a thriller that was. Excellent gameplay.
Second super over of the tournament, and both occasions you were involved big time.
Yeah, I was pretty lucky, and it seems like you're getting a little jealous there, Asghar.
Not really, not really. You were expecting the game to get over pretty quickly with Alishan. When me and Khwaja left, they were cruising. Play, says the umpire. Down the leg side. A rare loosener there from Husama.
Yeah, trying to bowl that in swinger, but just not getting the line right. Not the ideal off starts coming in from Hosema bin Tanveer. A very experienced campaigner and one of the wicket takers for Team Sharjah. There you go, trying to go for that in swinger. Not getting the directions right.
When he gets it on line and that movement of the seam, he's a real handful. And that steep bounce as well. Extra pace. Again down the leg side. There's a shout there. And the umpire doesn't think so. Didn't touch anything on the way through. Another wide.
Yeah, Emirates Blues are off to 2 runs with those couple of extras provided by Hosema bin Tanveer. Once again, there's not much movement early on with the new ball. Hosema bin Tanveer, we know he's a specialist to bring the ball in. Let's have a look at the field that they've set up. They have a deep square leg in place and a deep third man. So the idea should be to just pitch the ball up and try to use this new ball to its full potential.
Right on the money. Beautifully played as well. We have seen a lot of batters getting caught up with that extra bit of bounce and pace, and this young man seems to have that extra bit of second to play. Even the quickest, he got in behind the line beautifully.
Yeah, he's a youngster and he's showing a lot of promise in this tournament. Very consistent with the run scoring and a smart batter, I would say. Doesn't really look for those big shots. Technically very sound. You need such players in your side.
Brilliant stuff. Good cricket all round. Showing respect to those good deliveries is very, very important when you're playing at the highest level against top quality bowlers. And he'll be looking to pounce on anything loose.
Yeah, he's one of those batters who likes to take his time in the middle. Gets his eye in the middle, and then once he gets settled, then he starts looking for those strokes. Very mature cricketer, I would say, for his age.
Neatly done, but doesn't find the gap. Well, this could have been a goner.
He was not even there in the frame. This could have been disaster for Team Emirates Blues. Yeah, rightfully so. The youngster just having a word with his partner Imran to calm down. You do not want to be losing a wicket early on, and that too in a form of run out. There you go, bullet throw. And there you go, Hosema bin Tanveer. I think he should have just gone behind the stumps, Asghar.
Yeah, bit lethargic there in his follow through, just standing and watching it go past him. Oh, rating delivery down the leg side, and the finger has been raised. Ahmed Tariq gloved down the leg side. Again, that extra bit of kick from Hosema has done the trick here.
Well, he was not getting the directions right early on, and once again, it wasn't all that good a delivery. Ahmed Tariq just poking at it. Not required. No issues whatsoever. It is a legal delivery. And Hosema strikes early. It is the man in form, Ahmed Tariq, trying to fetch that. He's got some glove on it. And that is a big wicket straight up from Emirates Blues. Ahmed Tariq not disturbing the scores tonight. We'll have to walk back to the dugout. It's 2 for 1. Well, this is a brilliant start from Team Sharjah in the very first over. And who's the man? It is Khuzaima bin Tanveer once again, giving their team an excellent start. And Ahmed Tariq, the youngster, will be touch disappointed. I think he was just caught up in two minds, Asghar, whether to pull that or whether to leave it alone.
Yeah, that extra bit of bounce was also a factor, and he was trying to just ride the bounce. Not a great idea. This is in the air. Oh, cotton ball, 2 and 2. Afaq Shahid, what have you done? First delivery. Come in and facing one of the quickest bowlers in this tournament. And very ordinary shot first up.
Well, I would say this is really poor stuff from Afaq. He's just walked in the middle. They have lost a wicket, and that too of Ahmed Tariq. And what does Afaq try to do? Try to smash their premier bowler on the very first delivery he's faced. No problem whatsoever. Beautiful ball hurrying on to Afaq, and it was a nothing shot in the end. And that is 2 for 2 for this champion bowler. Brilliant start from Team Sharjah. Emirates Blues are at the back foot. Afaq goes for a not 2 for 2. Oh, this is a sorry readings for Team Emirates Blues. Who would have thought that they will lose two of their important batters early on? Khuzaima bin Tanveer, he is creating havoc, and this man is on a hat-trick. Are we going to see the first hat-trick? Let's have a look on those two deliveries. Beautifully bowled, kick from the surface, and then this ripper of Falk trying to take him down, but then getting another wicket. Excellent take in the end, and he is on a hat-trick.
Oh, nipping it back off the seam and just sliding down the leg side. Well, action pack over from Khuzaima bin Tanveer has set Emirates Blues on the ropes after the first over. 3 for 2.
Well, no surprises. It is going to be Shahbaz Ali, the captain, to take the matters in his own hands. Very, very experienced campaigner. Takes a lot of wickets with the new ball, and also very experienced with the old ball as well. So you might just see him bowl a couple of overs, and then he'll hold him back to come back later on and bowl with the old ball.
Right on the money. Great start from Shahbaz Ali. Nasser Faraz, they play for the same team, the domestic level. They know a lot about each other. Shahbaz Ali, acting captain in absence of Khalid Shah so far.
Yeah, and Asghar, I wouldn't mind Team Sharjah taking a slip and also taking one extra cover catching position fielder just to apply and just put the pressure, put them at the back foot, these batters. Nasir Faraz, we know he was the player of the match in one of the games. So if you can get him out early, it'll be great for Team Sharjah.
Nicely played. It's a great opportunity for Nasir Faraz. Walking in early with the side in trouble. These kind of moments, if you can stand up when the chips are down, it really goes a long way in establishing a reputation.
Yeah, no doubt he's a very talented cricketer, and as you rightly mentioned, he has a perfect opportunity to show his skill set and score some important runs for his side.
Oh, it's gone here. That is a breach of a delivery. Just hint of in swing in the air, and after pitching, it's just left. Unplayable delivery there.
Well, they are falling like pack of cards, I would say. 3 for 3 now. It is a big wicket. They have gotten this man, Nasir Faraz. We know no problems whatsoever with the no ball. Nasir Faraz is a brilliant batter, but that was a peach of a delivery, a ripper. And that is the third wicket down for Team Emirates Blues. This is disaster for Emirates Blues.
He's gone for a duck of 4 deliveries. He's faced 3 for 3 in tatters, Emirates Blues. Three down, just 3 runs on the board. Incredible start to this game, and Sharjah once again fast bowlers. They are making a mess of the top order.
Yeah, clearly we can see they are at the back foot now, Team Emirates Blues. Desperate need for a partnership. Kamran Atta carries a lot of experience on his shoulders and has now a huge responsibility on his shoulders tonight.
Nicely bowled, right of the middle of the bat there, Kamranatha. He's got to draw all his experience into play and get them out of trouble. That is an incredible delivery. He had to play at that one as a batsman early on in your innings because it's shaped in. After pitching, it's straightened.
Yeah, literally an unplayable delivery straight up to Nasir Faraz. This has been once again a very quiet over. No runs given as of now, and he's already picked up a quality wicket. Short delivery. Oh, he's done well behind the stumps. Trying to opt to go for a short delivery. Just getting the line wrong in that occasion.
Again, like Hosama bin Tanvi, that Shabazz gets that steep bounce. They're pretty much shoulder bowlers. They use a lot of shoulder, and sometimes they get that extra bit of kick off the surface. Hit the deck hard, sort of length. It's reared up again.
Yeah, there you can see that is just kicked off the surface, and he's getting that extra zip. So there is something for the fast bowlers on this track. Nicely bowled and watchfully played by Kamran. Well, still, we're just into the second over, so now these two batters will have to show a lot of maturity and game awareness. You can't afford to be losing any more wickets in the power play, so you can take your time and just try to look for those singles and doubles and not try to attack and force the issue.
Absolutely. They got to look to see the threat of Hosama from the other end. He'll be really charging in the next over, and Shabazz is bowling beautifully as well. Oh, very good delivery again. Tucked on the onside. Kamran gets off the mark. A sigh of relief for him. 5 for 3 after 2 overs.
Well, this has been a dream start for Team Sharjah. Both the teams, after losing their previous encounters, definitely wanted a great start. Not so for Emirates Blues, but it has turned in the favour of Team Sharjah, and the fast bowlers are bowling in those perfect areas and asking a lot of questions to these batters in the middle.
Again, attacking the stumps here. Excellent length as well from Hosama. 2 for 2. And Emirates Blues find themselves in a deep hole here. Well, Imran, interestingly, hasn't faced a delivery. He's been on the non-strikers, and that's the best spot at the moment.
Well, that is a very good check you've made there, Asghar. Yeah, surprisingly, hasn't gotten the strike and he will be getting a little fidgety and agitated, surely.
He has watched all the action. Oh, can't afford a run out at this stage. He's watched all the action from the non-striker's end and saw three batters disappear.
The partnership is needed now from both these batters in the middle. Kamran Atta will certainly hold the key. Imran hasn't really gotten much chances in this tournament, but has got a perfect opportunity to show his skill set and get some runs for his side.
Fuller in length and pushing for that single and getting it. That's one way of releasing a little bit of pressure, is to just rotate strike.
Well, it's not really an unplayable surface. The ball is coming onto the bat nicely. Yes, of course, it's a new ball, and that is the reason that Khuzaima and Shahbaz, they're getting that initial movement. But then again, it looks like a batting paradise, I would say, Asghar.
Absolutely, and there's no real demons in this track. I think it's just the mindset. They lost those 3 wickets. They got to stay positive. Oh, great Yorker. That one tailed back in with the brand new ball, bowling 135 clicks. That is serious stuff.
Yeah, Imran, he will be thinking, I just got the strike, and straight away there's a Yorker for me. I think he's done well getting his bat down on time. Another very good over coming in from Khuzaima.
Nicely played. He's got to look to play straight as possible and as tightly as possible. Oh, look at that delivery. That length. He gets that extra bit of kick. Just like Zishan Nasir as well. These guys, they're extracting extra pace and bounce off the surface because they are really hitting the deck hard.
Yeah, absolutely, Asghar. This is what makes him a very special bowler, Khuzaima. He has that express pace and also he's got brilliant control as well. He can bowl at one box all day and night. Tremendous stuff by this man.
Last ball. Well played and pushing for that quick single and getting it. And if another threatening fiery over from Khuzaima comes to an end. 7 for 3 after 3.
This is brilliant stuff from both these bowlers, Shahbaz, the captain, and Khuzaima, to pick up wickets on this surface where there's not much support, I would say, for the fast bowlers. Yeah, we did see a lot of purchase for the spinners in that first game where Abu Dhabi was taking on Fujairah. We saw Simranjeet getting those nice turn in that wicket. Cut away, and still they can't really find the gaps. Runs are certainly hard to come by in the favour of Team Emirates Blues.
I think they've taken the surface out of the equation with the sheer brilliance, accuracy, the skill level, top notch from Khuzaima and Shahbaz. We all know he's a quality cricketer leading from the front. Oh, almost got him with that length.
Well, this was a vicious delivery from Shahbaz, and that just hurried on to Imran, and he got himself into a very awkward position in the end. And luckily, it didn't balloon up and go straight into the hands of Shahbaz. Bowling a very fiery spell, I would say. There you go. Oh, just taking his eyes off the ball at the wrong time, I would say. Could have been really nasty. Could have injured himself in the process, Asghar.
Really took off and made it difficult for Imran. That prodigious inward movement as well. Again, this time he gets that of the face of the bat. Not sure he really intended in that manner, but he gets a boundary.
This is a fiery spell we're witnessing from Shahbaz, and surely we can see he's getting very uncomfortable with those short deliveries. By no means that was intentional, Asghar. Just trying to get out of the way, and unlucky for Shahbaz, it hit his bat and is gone towards the boundary.
He's on fire here, Shabazz. Really bending his back in. I think he's been inspired by his younger mate. In the air and caught. Soften him up with couple of short pitch deliveries, and the weight was on the back foot, looking to play off the front foot. Aerial and beautifully caught.
Well, what planning, what setup created by Shahbaz. Rightfully pointed out, Asghar. He bowled those short deliveries, setting him up. And yeah, it is a legal delivery. And this time he's bowled fuller, trying to flick it from his pads. And there you go. He's taken a very good catch in the end. Emirates Blues are 4 down. This is not looking good for them. Imran Ayaz will have to go back after scoring 5. 11 for 4. Well, if you have just tuned into this game, there is nothing wrong with the scorecard. They are 4 down, Team Emirates Blues. And we're just into the 4th over. This is looking really, really bad for Team Emirates Blues. Usaid Amin, well, we know he's very handy with the ball, and he's been promoted up the order tonight.
It's going to be a huge test for him. For that matter, any batter coming in against this class, I think they've not only got 4 wickets, but they have dented their confidence.
Quite certainly, Asghar. 4 wickets. Who would have thought Team Emirates Blues, the mighty Team Emirates Blues, are going to be in this position? Shahbaz steaming in. Oh, brilliantly bowled. Perfect length, perfect line. And Usaid wasn't really sure if he should drive it or just go for that defensive stroke.
I think he has seen the top order being pampered with short pitch stuff. He wasn't expecting a fuller delivery there. Look at that front foot, went nowhere.
Yeah, and one thing is very surprising, I would say, Asghar. There's no slip in play still now. They're 4 down, and they can just afford to maybe have a couple of slips.
That's a very valid point. You don't want an edge go past the keeper. Another good delivery. Nipping it back off the seam. It's all happening here at 7 Districts Sports Club. 11 for 4 after 4.
And no surprises, it's going to be Khuzaimah to continue, and why not? When you've given just the 4 runs in the power play and picked up 2 important wickets early on for your team. And not is going to be dependent on Kamran Atta in the middle. Oh, brilliantly bowled. Well, this is some fiery stuff we're witnessing.
Fascinating to see. And call the game. Up here, not so easy in the middle as a batter. Oh, look at that. He was almost ducking into that one. Kamranatha took his eyes off the ball as well. That's what pace does to you.
And that is what early wickets do to you, Asghar. They are clearly at the back foot now, Emirates Blues. They need to stitch up a partnership desperately.
Very good delivery. And pushed away on the offside. And Kamran gets off strike.
Yeah, now the captain Shahbaz Ali, he could afford to ask the inner fielder circle to come 5 steps ahead from the circle just to negate these batters to rotate strike.
Oh, that's a very good point you make. I think they got 4 wickets, but they can't afford to just be on their heels and let this game drift here. They got to go for the kill here. They can afford to really attack as well and possibly bowl out Hosama, look for the kill. Oh, another quick delivery.
Oh, this is brilliant short bowling stuff, and I would love to see a highlights package of these short deliveries, Asghar. They have been asking a lot of questions to these batters in the middle and have been spot on. Sharjah team bowler, let's have a look at this. Banged in short, and there you go. There's a lot of heat in that delivery.
Mind you, he's got a great Yorker as well. I won't be surprised if he slips that Yorker at the base of leg stump. Yeah, full length delivery. Not much movement now. It hasn't really done much in terms of sideways. Particularly that one delivery which got Nasser Faraz out was a full length delivery. Rest has been pretty much into the surface, hitting a length, and no one has looked to play that pull shot of that short pitch delivery.
Yeah, I think the approach has been quite defensive now from Emirates Blues after they lost those 2 early wickets. The batters have gone into a shell, I would say.
Oh, that full delivery again. Yes, I'm all for sometime you need to survive an over or 2, but you can't just bat like this in a T20 game where you just look for survival. There have been not many loose deliveries, but you got to show that intent, and teams need to work their plan out. When you're playing against Sharjah, you know that Hosama is going to come hard at you with a lot of short pace stuff, likes of Shahbaz. I think someone in the top 4, they will have to take on the short ball to put a statement to Sharjah.
Watchfully played under his eye line, so it's been another very impressive over coming in from Hosama. Just the 1 run given. And it's 5 gone. Emirates Blues are 12 for 4. Well, just one team, Emirates Blues, thought that they have got rid of Hosama and Shahbaz. In comes another very experienced campaigner. And we're going to see some spin early on. And the last over of this power play, Awais Ali Shah. He's got that excellent arm delivery. He's got all the variations in the world. Yeah, Hosama, the experienced campaigner, having a word with Awais Ali Shah. I wouldn't mind now Team Sharjah to go all out and attack Team Emirates Blues. Another couple of wickets. It's going to be very difficult for Team Emirates Blues to make a bounce back. And there you go, straight away, the arm delivery. You can see the ball coming in towards the right-hander.
Yeah, Awais has done really well. Fast bowlers, they've exerted all the pressure. Now he's got a wonderful opportunity to make inroads into that middle order. Kamran goes through the leg side. That's his strength against spinners. He likes to go after the spinners. He's absorbed a lot of pressure early on. Now he's beginning to cut loose.
Yeah, I don't mind this coming now from Kamran Atta. You don't want to be going in that defensive mindset. It was in the zone. If it's there to be hit, why not go for your shots? And that is exactly what Kamran Atta did. Awais trying to go for that full delivery and beautifully played towards mid wicket. Important 4 runs coming in for Emirates Blues.
He goes again. And straight over the top. So a couple of boundaries here from Kamran Atta. I think the captain has decided to cut loose here. On the counter attack. And doing it nicely.
Yeah, back-to-back boundaries coming in. Awais pulling it a touch fuller. This is an excellent stroke. Playing in the weed, down the ground, 1 bounce. It's gone towards the long off fence for a boundary. So it's turning out to be a good over for Team Emirates Blues.
They had to go after somebody. And Kamran Atta. Good delivery. And arm ball just drifted in nicely. Intelligent batting as well.
Yeah, really sensible. He knows he struck 2 boundaries against one of their premier spinners. So let's not take any extra or unnecessary chances against this man.
Easy, buddy.
Beautifully bowled. That is the arm delivery which you need to be very careful against Awais.
Yeah, he was shaping to play that cut shot. He hasn't got off the mark. This time he drives and he finds the gap. Chases on. It's going to be a couple of runs here. Lukman Faisal gives chase. A productive over for Emirates Blues. 23 for 4 after 6.
Well, exciting power play for you. And that was a disastrous start. Ahmed Tariq getting out early and then trying to go for the big hit. The batters just losing the plot and consistently losing the wickets. That was a ripper of a delivery from Shahbaz. And then this shot from Ayaz, not intentional. Chip in the air, and this was a brilliant take. They have been spot on. And then some counter punch, counter attack coming in from the blade of Kamran Atta. Those lusty couple of boundaries. And much important runs coming in for them in the context of play.
That's the signal from the umpire. Conclusion of 6 overs. Yes, Awais, it was action-packed power play. Nicely driven, which clearly belonged to Sharjah.
Well, me as a captain, I would always ask now the bowlers to entice Kamran Atta to go for those big shots and fly the delivery. Give some loop. Let him go for those big shots.
And they're 1 wicket away. Especially if they can remove Kamran Atta. And they could get bowled out here.
Oh, quite certainly. He will hold the key for Team Emirates Blues. An important member in the side. Has been getting runs consistently. But then they are in a very dire state at the moment, Team Emirates Blues.
Oh, almost smacked his partner, and there's a fumble as well. That's not good from Sharjah.
This was struck with some severe force and might by Kamran Atta. Aditya giving a lot of time to the batter, bowling it a touch short and getting into an excellent position, and has smashed towards long on, and a better effort was definitely required by the fielder.
He got into a tangle there. Tossed off, lofted over the top, and just over the head for 6. So Kamran Atta is really beginning to turn it on here.
He's cutting loose now, and he's taking the youngster Aditya. Hasn't gotten a game in this tournament. A fuller delivery in the zone, in the slot, and this has been tonked down the ground. So welcome runs coming in for Team Emirates Blues.
That's his strength. He really looked to survive against the quicks early on, against the spinners. He's in belligerent mode. Lofted again. And gone all the way again. Pressure on Aditya. This is a huge over so far.
Well, the beast mode is on. Kamran Atta has raced on to 29 in 16 deliveries. Started off shakily, but then Aditya bowling once again. A very flighted delivery and touch fuller. And he's got plenty of bat on this one as well. Half a dozen more.
Look at that over. 18 runs. This time pulled. Doesn't get the placement or the power behind that one. But what over here for Emirates Blues. Captain leading from the front, leading the fight back. 42 for 4 after 7.
A very sorry reading scorecard. The top 5 batters couldn't really get going today. Ahmed, Imran, Afaq, Nasir, all of them quality batters. And some brilliant bowling coming in. Brilliant display from the attack of Team Sharjah, Khuzaima and Shahbaz, creating havoc early on. And now there's some counter punch coming in from Kamran Atta. Very brave and courageous batting, I would say. Oasis bowled that one over and straight away he's been taken out of the attack.
And at the same time, very much shrewd tactics from Kamran Atta. He had to survive that fire spell from Shahbaz and Khuzaima, and he's playing to his strength, which is taking on the spinners, and he's doing it nicely at the moment.
But it was quite surprising to me, Asghar, when he opted to go with Aves and Aditya, considering the fast bowlers. They were doing an excellent job. Himself being a captain, Shahbaz bowled brilliantly. So I wouldn't have minded both of them just bowling one more over. And if they could have knocked Kamran Atta, half the side would have been back in the dugout and not much batting left behind.
And that's a great point. At some stage, I think you got to take those calls as a captain. You got to go for that kill. Irfan Yusuf into the attack. Well, that's surprising. That was a big full toss. He wasn't quite ready for it. Pushed it on the offside for a single.
Yeah, seems like it was a premeditated shot, Asghar. The moment the bowler released the ball, he always wanted to just take a single there. And it's going to be Usaid back on strike. He's very severe against the spinners, Kamran Atta. And he's being very cautious, I would say, against the medium paces.
Another full toss here from Irfan. Perhaps trying that Yorker. He's got to hit that hard length here. And Usaid, 4 of 10, I think his job will be to feed as much strike as possible to Kamran Atta.
Yeah, this is what can happen to a batting team when you know you're 4 down. Even the full tosses, you're not really sure if you should try to hit them out of the park or just take a single. And on both occasions, both the full tosses, one dispatched towards the boundary.
Again, played with soft hands. Just camping on the back foot here. He's not in that attacking frame of mind when it comes to facing fast bowlers. I think he's just waiting for the spinners to come on from the other end.
Yeah, that last over from Aditya, where he struck those sixes, I think those were loose deliveries. And that is what Kamran Atta is waiting for.
Nicely played. Rotating the strike nicely at the moment. And waiting for something loose.
Yeah, they're stitching up a partnership now, both these batters in the middle. And they were in a desperate, dire state for a partnership. They were stuttering early on in the power play. Lost those early 4 wickets. So a bit of recovery now happening between these two batters.
Nicely struck, but straight to backward point. Last couple of overs have produced plenty. First, West went for few, and the last over producing 19. It's got them back on track in terms of run rate. It's a good recovery. They've still lost 4 wickets, but slowly, surely, they're making a comeback.
Nicely played towards the point region. It's going towards the boundary, and he's done well there. And the batters will come back for a second. So good quiet over coming in for Team Sharjah. It's 8 gone. Emirates Blues are 47 for 4. Well, just the 8 overs have been bowled as of now, and already we have seen 5 bowlers being utilized. Hosema, well, he was unplayable. Look at that, 3 overs, 15 dot deliveries. Incredible stuff. And then Shahbaz, the new captain of this team, leading from the front and setting an example with those couple of wickets, and gave just the 6 runs initially. And since then, Awais and Aditya, well, they've been taken to cleaners, I would say. And since Irfan Yusuf has been brought, he's done well. So once again, change of ends for Awais.
Change of hands, and he'll be looking to just mix his pace slightly on this surface. It's a dry surface. Can find some purchase. Good delivery. A lot slower through the air.
Now this is going to be a very interesting battle, I suppose, Oscar. Awais, he's got all the variations in the world, and Kamran needs to ensure not to play across the line.
Slightly loose on middle leg stump, and beautifully played with great control. He just didn't try to hit it hard. Just placed it nicely.
Yeah, this is really smart batting, I would say, from Kamran Atta. He's waiting for the bad ones. There you go. It was a bad delivery, short. It was there to be hit. And nicely played towards the fine leg region to get another boundary into his telly.
50 up here for Emirates Blues. Good delivery. At one stage, they were just looking like 50 was a long way off, but Kamran Atta has scored 36 of them in quick time.
Yeah, steadying the ship is Kamran. Beautifully bowled, nicely played. This is some really sensible batting we're witnessing from Kamran Atta.
He's an experienced cricketer, been around the circuit for a long time, and I think he's got that leadership quality about him. There is belief, and he's a fighter.
Yeah, quite certainly. Bowled it a little quicker, but just not getting the line right, shy the stumps, but no damage done.
This has been a good over from Awais, apart from that delivery down the leg side, which was put away for 4. I think he's bowling at a nice pace here. He's just got to be patient and look to build up pressure here.
Nicely bowled once again by Awais. So after conceding a boundary on the second ball, he's done well. Good comeback. It's 9 gone. Emirates Blues are 53 for 4. It has been a very good recovery since the time Kamran and Usaid, they've walked in the middle. Irfan Yusuf, pretty decent first over, just the 5 runs. He's getting his line and length perfectly tonight. Beautiful shot, inside out, and perfectly executed. So pleasing to the eye when this man gets going.
Very good shot again. Nicely done. Excellent technique and not an easy shot to execute over the top over extra cover. So Usad is also beginning to show signs of getting into good form here and getting comfortable.
Beautifully bowled and nicely nudged away towards long on. They're looking for two, but rightfully so, denied by his partner. Yeah, that last shot was simply brilliant, Asghar. Excellent balance. Never try to hit it too hard. Just a sublime timing and a confident looking stroke from a confident man. So they're on the move now, Emirates Blues.
Yeah, they're doing it nicely. And all of a sudden, the runs begin to flow here. Comfortably doing at this stage. Oh, what a shot! Short and wide and hammered for a boundary from Kamranatha.
Well, this is a glorious looking stroke from Kamran Atta. A man full of confidence. He's raced on to 41, banged in shot, and there you go. Nicely played, nicely done. Always wanted to play over the top of the fielder, and he's got a very solid connection on this one.
I would say poor bit of bowling from Irfan as well. He's either been too full, too short. I think that discipline is lacking here, and Shabaz Ali will get his thinking cap on, and I think he will have to work with his bowlers very closely in terms of maintaining the pressure.
Yeah, that is much more like it. That is the length you would want to be bowling to Kamran Atta. And sensible batting as well. So he's picking his deliveries, Asghar. He's not trying to hit every ball for a boundary or a maximum. Smart batting, I would say.
Excellent stuff. Very intelligent the way he's operating. And as far as Sharjah is concerned, they'll be pretty disappointed. They got them on the ropes, 4 down for nothing, and this partnership is getting them back on track.
Nicely played yet again by Usaid. So they're playing a very calculated innings. They know that they've struck a couple of boundaries in this over. So they are having those mini goals, and that is the right approach. And surely, both the teams would want to go and have a mini meeting after this delivery when we have a drinks break, Asghar.
Yeah, that drinks break is much needed for Sharjah at the moment because they got hammered in the last few overs. Again, pushing on the onside, running the first one hard, sent back by Usad. Excellent period of play for Emirates Blue in the last 5 overs. They have fought back hard after that top order was blown away. 65 for 4 after 10 overs. Players will take drinks. And it's going to be change of voices in the com box. Ahmed Khwaja alongside Samir Yunus will take you through.
मोहम्मद वसीम बड़ा अच्छा लगा मुझे फिर से हमारी एकेडमी को ज्वाइन करके 7 डिस्ट्रिक्ट क्रिकेट एकेडमी और आज ज़्यादा अच्छा ये लगा कि जब मैं इधर आया हूँ तो हमारे बच्चे भी ज़्यादा हो गए थे मतलब एडमिशन हो रहे हैं ट्रेनिंग अच्छी हो रही है फैसिलिटीज़ अच्छी हैं बड़ा अच्छा लगा इधर प्रैक्टिस करके और आप भी अपने बच्चों को इधर एडमिशन कराएं और इंशाल्लाह अच्छी फैसिलिटीज़ के साथ प्लेयर बनाएं
Well, the fight back is on from Emirates Blues. There you can see they were 11 for 4 at one stage until Kamran Atta and Usaid Amin have provided some resistance. Kamran Atta is playing a blinder of an inning so far. 41 of just 22 deliveries. Samir Yunus alongside me. Well, Emirates Blues, they've shown they're a high quality side and they've shown they've got backbone as well.
Indeed, that's been one of the most successful teams so far. Have just lost the one game. It didn't look good in the start of this innings, but somehow they've dug deep and found themselves going finally. 4 wickets down, but looking much better than they were earlier.
OS Ali Shah, the left arm spinner, hasn't had a great tournament. Been taken for a ride a few times, searching for that wicket taking formula. Very fine prospect, under 21 player for Sharjah. A lot to like about his game, but just hasn't had that wicket taking punch that Sharjah have needed. Drop and run, and that's a major feature of Kamran Atta's game. He's got the big hitting ability, but he doesn't miss those quick singles either.
He's such a great asset for the Blues. Every time we've seen them being in trouble, comes out and rescues them. Sometimes he's also played that role of a finisher for his team.
Quicker one down the leg side. Usaid Amin, he's been short of runs in the tournament so far, but applying himself this evening, stitching together a partnership with his captain. Kamran Atta, he needs to make it count, make it a big one. He's gotten off to a flyer, nearing his 50. There is protection in the deep, so only going to be a single. And it's really tough to tell what is a good score on this wicket this evening, Samir Yunus.
Yeah, especially after that first game today. We thought 170 was a competitive total, but Abu Dhabi almost chasing it down easily, then making a mockery of it.
Fine sweep, but good fielding at fine leg. Cuts off the single as well. Yeah, we thought 170 was going to be way too much to overhaul, and then Alishan Sharifo arrived and blasted the ball to all parts.
Decent over this from Awais. He's kept things quiet. Oh, too close to pull that. Done well there, the fielder at fine. Be just a single to finish the over of 69 for 4 after 11. Kamran Hussain here, rescuing Sharjah from what was a precarious situation for them. They've done a decent job so far. It's only a matter of time before they decide that they want to try and go big. Maybe come the 16th over. Gopakumar, another left arm spinner into the attack for Sharjah. They've been quite disciplined with their bowling, and that's what has allowed them to pick these 4 wickets early on.
Yeah, their attack looks a lot better balanced with Gopa in the side. 2 genuine spinners in OS and Gopa. And then you have the pace battery of Shehbaz, Khuzaima, Irfan, and of course Irfan Yusufzai. So I like the composition of the Sharjah side this evening.
Nicely cut away. Should be just a single. And I think because there isn't much going on right now, Sharjah shouldn't be too stingy for wickets. They need to try and stitch together a couple of quiet overs, frustrate the batters, derive a mistake out of them. Too short, too wide. But once again, only a single.
Yeah, they're just sitting in at the moment. I would like to see a fast bowler come back. Maybe try Khuzaima or Shehbaz Ali for a burst. Irfan Yusufzai was treated roughly. So you need to go back to your frontline pace options maybe.
And I think the spinners are trying a little too hard by pushing it quicker. We saw Nabil Aziz in the previous game, even Ashwant Waltapa for that matter, giving it a bit of air, allowing the ball to grip on the surface. Now this is not good from Gopakumar. He's gotten away with a couple of wide deliveries.
Yeah, they're wary of flighting the ball to him because he has that big hitting ability. But when you have the field spread, you've got long on, deep mid wicket, deep square. You want to tempt him into a mistake because if he departs, then the Emirates Blues could implode very quickly.
That's much better, but a very good looking shot from Usaid Amin. It'll get covered, but looked very pleasing, that shot to the eye. And that'll be another quiet over, just 5 off. It's 74 for 4. Well, it seems like Awais will bowl out his quota of 4 overs, probably wanting to go back to their pace battery come the business end of the innings. It does make sense because they've bowled really well the start of the innings. Sharjah will be hoping that it is the pace that prevails in the end as well. Darted quicker once again and a gentle push for a single. It seems both these batters are happy to just nudge them around in these middle overs. Don't want to take too many risks.
Yeah, exactly why I would want Sharjah to bring on a seamer and really look for a wicket. Otherwise, they're plenty content just to nudge the ball around, accumulate for the next 3 or 4 overs, I feel.
Slightly full on that occasion. I think the length needs to be watchful here from the spinners. They've been quick and they've been on that good length. Try and give it a bit more air on a similar length. Yeah, that's much better. You see, it grips on the surface. Takes a bit of time before it gets to the batter.
Oh, absolutely. They've been slightly too defensive, not searching for a wicket, content to bowl dot balls. When you've got the team on the mat, always be on the front foot. You've let them recover from 11 for 4.
This one's been pushed to the leg side. Kamran moves on to 48. This has been a really good rearguard action from him. They were in all sorts of trouble. Required some steady batting from these two, and they've done the hard work now. From here on, it's about pushing and getting to a decent enough total for their bowlers to bowl at. The kind of partnership that Usaid also required was starved of runs. He can ease into some form now. Takes the leading edge. It's in the gap as well. Didn't look to hit it too hard. He was trying to work that towards the leg side. But because of the pace of Awais, it's gone far, far away onto the offside.
Yeah, he's bowled a lot better in this over. Intent on looking for wickets. Slight bit of turn from the straight. And that will certainly encourage the Emirates Blues bowlers themselves. This man on screen, Usaid Amin, right arm off spinner. He's having a decent tournament. So looks like his kind of wicket this evening.
Oh, big shot. At least looked for it. They didn't really time it. And Awais will finish his 4 overs at a runner ball. Not a bad outing. It's 79 for 4 after 13 overs. Has been all about the bowlers for Sharjah today. Khuzaima, fantastic at the top. 2 for 5 in his 3 overs. 15 dots in the T20. Isn't that amazing? Shahbaz Ali as well. Skiddy, quick. Pulled some nasty bounces as well. 2 for 6 for him. So both those fast bowlers set the pace for Sharjah. And then, of course, the spinners came into the game with Gopakumar and Awais being economical.
Yeah, it really was a horror start, wasn't it? 2 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3. So they've done well to recover. And once again, Sharjah letting the game slightly slip away from their grasp. And you don't want to do that against a quality side like Emirates Blues. This is a good option to come into the attack. Mohammad Irfan, lively medium pacer, can get that ball to swing in the air in both directions.
Yeah, another versatile cricketer. Bats in the top of the order. Left-hander, bowls right arm medium pace, and can be a very confusing bowler to you when you've not faced him before. Comes across as a military medium bowler, but He has his habit of picking up wickets, and important ones, in the middle of the innings. Offers a bit of width to start off with. And another single. The third that is in position is very fine. Maybe for that edge that Kamran or Usaid will try and flash at.
Yeah, his strength is pitching the ball up, trying to ask it to swing. And I'm sure Kamran Atta would be looking for something pitched up. Taking a look at the field, he currently has mid-off in the circle. So maybe that pump down the ground. There's a deep point for him as well. Interesting.
Yeah, that's the idea. Try and push it outside off as much as possible. Get them to slice it. Thinking about a second here. Content with the single. So you can see the batters are in a shell right now. They're happy with the ones and twos. And I think that's a right approach as well. They've got their team out of trouble. Now preserve the wickets and go big maybe after the 15th over mark.
Oh, absolutely. They've got a lot of strength in their bowling, Emirates Blues. So anything around 140, 150, I think it would be a very even contest. And we've seen in the D20 so far, Sharjah's batting has been a bit unpredictable, to say the least.
Now the two men that you saw in the picture, Lukman and Irfan, will be important for Sharjah's batting. There you go, long on, deep mid wicket, deep square, fine and third up in the circle. And a backward point, which is a very interesting field place. Expect Irfan to go wide outside off. And a deep extra cover as well.
Yeah, the problem is the field setting is asking him to bowl back of length or short. And his strength is pitching the ball up. So let's see if it works for him.
He's managed to pull that away towards the leg side. Kamran Atta, with 49 runs on the board, is on strike. One shy of his 50. Something tells me once he gets to his 50, he's going to try and break loose.
Yeah, very fine wicket-keeper batter. He's been consistently making half centuries, coming in the middle order. And I think he's the kind of player maybe the UAE national team can think about. Plucky, aggressive, has a clear mindset with his batting, and very, very good with the gloves on. And he can bat in that middle lower order role as well.
Yeah, nudged towards the offside and gets across for a single for his half century. A very important and timely one for his team. They were in all sorts of trouble before he came in, and the celebration tells you how much he values it.
Very good innings under pressure. It's an industrious knock rather than his usual swashbuckling style. So he's shown he has the complete package. He can counter-attack and do the rescue act as well for his side. Very well played. Let's see if he can make it a meaty 50. Get to maybe 70, 75, 80.
Short and wide once again. There is a field set for that. This time they should be able to come back for the two quite comfortably. Yeah, just on Kamran, he's a very important and a vital batter, all-rounder rather, to have in your middle order. Plays those plucky innings, but also can be aggressive when required. And you're right, I think at the highest level, might be more than useful.
Well, the only thing you can do is really perform, especially in these top-tier tournaments organized by the ECB. And he certainly led the side well as well. So a good prospect for the future.
Change of pace from Irfan. And that should end his first over. Just 6 off it. So few overs now since we saw the last boundary. Emirates Blues are 85 for 4.
Well, a half century for Kamran Atta. Took on the spinners early in his innings. Aditya was taken for a ride down the ground. So anytime the off spinner missed his length, he was treated very disdainfully. That was a beautiful shot. Just a swivel, tucked it around the corner. And they tried to bounce him out and he cracked it over point. So a very good innings. But can he make it even more meaningful? Get his side to a score of maybe 150 plus? That should make it a very, very intriguing run chase.
And they also know that they are slightly weak on the batting side. Sharjah, Khalid Shah, his services are missing. And therefore, a decent total on the board will give their bowlers a lot of hope. Irfan has not been in good form. Lukman has been hot and cold in this tournament. So, a couple of quick wickets up the order and they'll be in the game. Oh, too short. But is there a chance there? Nope, he's hit it in the gap and it's gone to the boundary as well.
Very poor delivery there from Gopa Kumar. Dragged down on the pads. It was easy picking with nobody at square leg. He was set more towards mid-wicket. And yeah, a batter in prime form. He'll tuck into that one. 4 runs.
That should break some of the pressure that was applied in the last couple of overs. No boundaries for a while. Oh, too short again. This time it's edged and past the keeper, past the third. Back-to-back boundaries. Not sure what Gopakumar is trying to do here. Short and wide outside off.
Yeah, it was short, but because he's so short of stature, let's say, miniature batter, it became big on him. He's hit that from his shoulders. And genuine top edge, poor delivery. And the momentum shift has begun.
Yeah, they were doing quite well. 2 or 3 quiet overs, but these 2 boundaries have broken the shackles for the Blues. Now that's much better. Flight it up, give it up there, not too full. That's when you'll get the batter, tempt the batter to go big.
Yeah, apart from Khalid Shah, I think Hafiz Almas not being in the side today is just upset the balance of their bowling combination.
Don't think he's timed it. But will the fielder be able to get to it? Oh, he did put that dive forward. But unfortunately, cannot hold on.
Yeah, that's a very poor shot from Usaid. You've just picked up a couple of boundaries. There was no need for that lofted shot. Owais Ali Shah, usually a very safe fielder, it just curved away from him. Maybe the breeze pushing it more towards cow corner. And just fell in front of him. Very lucky escape for Usaid, who's been batting so well so far.
I did hear a few words from Kamran. Full toss straight to the hands. Has he taken it or has it fallen short? It's from the body language, it seems like Shahbaz. No, he wants to go upstairs. Wow.
Well, when the fielder requests a replay, it's usually not a good sign. Hanging full toss. Usaid didn't go after it with much conviction. Just tried to time it. Hence didn't get the elevation. And Shahbaz Ali is usually a very safe fielder. So the TV umpire will confirm our suspicions. But I think it might be a soft dismissal for Usaid Amin here. And that could be a key moment in the game.
Yeah, it's going to be your typical fingers under the ball or grasped. We've seen this many times. Can be very difficult to judge sometimes. We hope it's not one of those. Nothing wrong with the front foot. That seems all right.
Oh, this one is close. I think he's just got his fingers underneath it. Sharjah not passing the body language test, that is for sure. But that looks like a clean take to me. But that's just me. And you know my eyesight isn't great, Samir.
We might need the magnifying glass there. Maybe zoom in a little bit and see if the ball's gone directly into his hands or maybe a touch of grass before that.
Yeah, we've had one of those close catches in previous games as well. Aditya Shetty didn't claim it. Shahbaz Ali hasn't claimed it here. And I think it will remain not out. Yeah, they're giving each other the fist bumps. He's getting his gloves on. So Usaid, you're a lucky chappie to say the least.
And he's living dangerously as well. One catch, half a chance maybe down at long on, and then this one almost carrying to Shahbaz Ali. So needs to be careful here. He's worked hard to get to 26 of 31. And now he just needs to give the strike back to Kamran. There's more than 5 overs left. Plenty of runs to be made.
Yeah, he's not really under pressure in terms of brisk scoring because Kamranatha is going great guns. It's just a loss of concentration maybe. Yorker length, push towards square. They'll settle with a single. So productive over for the Blues. 97 for 4.
Five overs to go. Emirates Blues yet to get to the 3-figure mark. It's been a repair job from Kamran and Usaid. Kamran being the heavy lifter in this partnership. 59 of 42. Irfan now to bowl his second over. Something tells me from this over onwards, these two are going to look for the boundaries more often.
Yeah, excellent partnership. 86 runs added between this pair. And yeah, the counter-attack, it's time now.
And that shot from Usaid tells you that we might just see some fireworks from Kamran.
Yeah, Sharjah have let this game slip out of their grasp with some questionable tactics, I would say. Some half chances haven't gone their way. And they really need to pull up the socks for the final 30 deliveries. If this man tees off, we could be looking at 160 and beyond.
Oh, this has been sliced away. Over point. That should run away to the boundary. It's the yellow helmet that has come to the rescue of Emirates Blues on more than one occasion and is doing it again.
Well, this time they had the deep point within the 30-yard circle. So that was a hit-me delivery. Once again, the choice of delivery to bowl makes no sense to me. That worked fine in the previous over, but this time you've had a more orthodox setup to bowl full and you're dropping it short and getting whacked.
Well, that boundary has brought up the 100 as well for the Blues. So in the 16th over, they eventually get to it at one moment. They didn't seem like they'll get there. Lots of trouble. But Kamran has been brilliant for them throughout this tournament. This time Fuller, Yorker, comeback delivery from Irfan. That's where he needs to be in these last few overs. But the running between the wickets has been fantastic. A direct hit would have made it interesting. But good cricket all around.
Yeah, putting pressure on the fielders there. Kamranatha, you have to be fleet of foot if you want to bat alongside him. Immediately the call was for two. Good Yorker. He went after it himself. And Usaid, well, he decelerated when he was reaching his destination. And that could have had him in trouble.
Powered down towards long on for a single. So productive over this for Emirates Blues already. 8 runs off it. Got a couple of deliveries left.
And you would have thought a fast bowling captain like Shahbaz Ali would always be on the hunt, especially having the opposition at 11 for 4. But they've just followed, it feels like a pre-made script. And hence, now they're in a spot of bother here.
Just reloading that one. Something along the way of his run-up, disturbing him. Yeah, 4 overs left. Shahbaz has got 2 himself. Khuzaima's got 2. So it's going to be probably those 2 to finish off at the death. And like you said, there seems to be a drawn template that they want to go after without erring too much or sidetracking from it.
Yeah, you need to remain switched on. Watch the game, analyze the game, break it down. How am I going to break this partnership that is bothering me? And we haven't seen that. Bottom edge. Long chase for the fine leg. And the ball will win the race. 4 runs.
Tantalizingly close, but it goes to the boundary eventually. Some luck for Usaid, but he won't mind it. They need every bit of luck going their way. Another boundary. Expensive over this from Irfan.
Yeah, the rub of the green going with the Blues. The entire rainbow coming out tonight. Genuine bottom edge. And sometimes, yeah, they all count the same in the scorecard.
I'm not sure where you're going with the rainbow comment, but we'll refrain from it. 1 delivery left in this 16th over. It's been a good one for the Blues. They've collected quite a few runs in it. Slapped down towards mid-wicket. Should be cut off by the long-on fielder. Oh, we've seen lots of football skills today on the field. 16 done. It's 111 for 4.
Well, 0500. That's the hotline number. But for Sharjah, since then, they've let the game slip out of their grasp. Fabulous batting from Kamranatha, 66 or 45. And looking for plenty more. Usaid Amin has played his role as well. Still have the likes of Harshit Seth. He can tonk the ball hard to come in. Afaq Shahid as well, big striker of the ball. So we can expect an exciting finish for their batting effort with 24 deliveries remaining. Can they get up to maybe 160, 165 here?
A lot depends on Kamranatha here. He's been the one who's found those boundaries more regularly, and like we expected, it's going to be Shahbaz Ali to bowl the 17th and the 18th and the 19th, and of course Khuzaima to bowl the other two.
Well, asking for a pair of gloves, demanding it rather. The Emirates Blues captain. Yeah, rightfully so. This is the key phase of the game. Shahrukh Ahmed not involved in the side today, which is a surprise to me. He would have been a good option to come in at number 6, number 7. Kamranatha is playing a blinder here. We've seen 100 in the tournament so far. That from the man in the background, Lukman Faisal. Can we see the second one this evening? Who knows if it goes this man's way? If he can tee off in the next couple of overs with pace on, mind you. Samir Yunus, you never know.
Yeah, we've seen him play well against pace. He does like to use the pace of the bowler. Plays well both sides of the wicket, behind the keeper and in front. Shahbaz Ali has been brilliant. 2 for 6 in his first two. He's come back and now finish off well in these death overs. Starts off with a bouncer. This might go to hand. It's gone a long way, in fact, but mid-off is up in the circle. So it was a good option after all.
Well, how did he manage to hit that ball towards extra cover? Completely befuddled by that slow bouncer. It was more like a badminton shot, really. But he times the ball so well in his own fashion. What do you even call that, Samir Yunus?
Couple of steps down the track and... yeah, you're asking the wrong person for short descriptions. Nicely behind that on that occasion. Stays in his crease, and again you can see the urgency from him. So it's not just about tonking it around. He's very quick between the wickets, constantly looking for those ones and twos, which is a great characteristic to have as a batter.
Well, Usaid Amin's approach will be interesting. We've seen he can strike the ball big. Does like that pull shot. The field setup currently has a mid-off in the circle to him. So can he pump one over the top? Extra cover is in the circle as well. And he likes to favour that area.
Shahbaz Ali loves bowling bounces. This one was a slower one. Said early through the shot, and once again they've taken the single.
Very experienced campaigner, a veteran of the UAE domestic scene, Shahbaz Ali. Great option to have, genuine all-rounder, whether it's with seam up with the new ball or batting at number 5, number 6. He's been unlucky in the tournament with some run-outs and some low scores. But given the leadership role, certainly setting the tone. He's bowled beautifully this evening. 2 for 12 are exceptional figures.
Full driven. Mid-off is up in the circle. This time it'll be a dot ball. So he's mixing up the length quite nicely, Shahbaz Ali here.
Yeah, and you can see Kamranatha was frustrated. A big exclamation after mistiming that drive. Either side of that fielder he would have gotten 4, or maybe even tried to chip him. But he's missed out on that fuller delivery, big time.
I looked to hit it too hard, I thought. Would have been better driving it more graciously. Oh, big full toss. He hasn't timed it. It's gone straight up in the air. And an easy catch.
Well, what a bizarre dismissal. The slower ball became a highish full toss. And in the end, he's just caught the outside of the blade. And a simple catch at point for Shalom D'Souza. But a fabulous, fabulous knock from Kamranatha. 71 of 48. Backs against the wall. Front foot. Yeah, that's a perfectly fair delivery. And what a strange dismissal in the end.
Yeah, looking to power that. Ended up slicing it, and a good catch from the youngster running in. But a good knock, a huge knock, an important one. Not sure who that is, but it's Kamran who's walking out. 117 for 5. they've got the big fish, and it had to be Shahbaz Ali, the skipper, to provide it. Naveed Ahmed Khan now in at number 7. They've lost half their side. 3+ overs to go. Another bouncer. Likes to bend his back and keep going at the batter.
Yeah, excellent delivery. Naveed Ahmed Khan caught by surprise. Yeah, that wasn't over shoulder height by any means. So, in the need for quick runs, they've lost their captain here, Emirates Blues. 117 for 5.
Khozema was brilliant with the new ball. 2 for 5. Him and Shahbaz Ali ripped through the Emirates top order. Now he's back as well to close this innings out with some death bowling.
Yeah, he's been the outstanding fast bowler of the tournament, hasn't he? Amongst the top wicket takers, hostile, quick. He can swing the ball at high pace. He can bowl you over with those quick bumpers. How does he go about it at the death? Will he look to bowl that hard length once again or just knock over the sticks? Let's see.
Going full for the traditional Yorker. Nicely flicked away. Bit of a fumble. They thought about a 2. But will be only 1 run.
Yeah, he's really matured over the last 6 to 8 months, I feel, Khuzaima bin Tanveer. When he was new and fresh on the scene, he had so much pace and he intimidated the batter so much with his hard length and short pitch bowling. But since then, he's worked on bowling it fuller, getting that ball to swing. That has made him a real, genuine wicket-taking prospect and a complete bowler. And hence, he's had that success in the Emirates D20 this season.
Full toss again. Looking for that Yorker. Nicely done. Won't let it get past him, Shahbaz Ali. And we've seen a few boys that have improved quite a bit over the past 6 to 7 months, over a year. And that's got to do with the amount of cricket they play here. Constantly tournament after tournament. And the more you play, you are bound to improve. And areas of your game that you weren't so good at, you tend to try and become better at.
Oh, absolutely. Iron sharpens iron. And we've seen so much high quality domestic cricket being played here. And certainly the results are paying off.
Well directed bouncer that didn't really rise too much. But you've got to say they're in a very awkward position. He's managed to get off strike. So these 1s and 2s are not going to do for Emirates Blues. They need to find the boundaries to finish on a high here.
Oh, absolutely. And this man, he's played a few plucky cameos in the D20 so far. Naveed Ahmed Khan. Usaid Amin is well set as well. Does he have the power game to overcome some very quick Sharjah bowlers here? I'm not too sure. So Naveed, pardon me, will have to do it. Oh, double hit from the bat. Usaid Amin, where are you off to? Your partner was unsighted. And lucky escape.
Yeah, he's trying to get on strike, Usaid. He's been the one that's out there for a while now. So understand that he wants to try and face as many balls as he can in these last few. But that was going to be suicidal. Yeah, hit the helmet, then the bat, and then the top part of the bat.
Yeah, and the physio is getting out there. Of course, with those concussion protocols in place. That could have been a very nasty one. Thankfully, Naveed looks lucid and all right. But we've seen sometimes on occasion that ball sneaking through that grill can cause a black eye or two. And Naveed looks equally surprised that he's getting a concussion protocol test. But we need to make sure the health and well-being of the players is of primary concern.
I'll have to answer a question or two just to make sure he's fine. He's given her the bat. The physio must be like, I came here for something else.
Yeah, I think she's just making him walk in a straight line, asking him, can you see these fingers? And looks like he's A-okay, and the game will continue. Well, we saw some footy skills from Shahbaz Ali previously in the over. And of course, your beloved Man United have just dismissed Mr. Eric Ten Hag. Maybe give us your quick thoughts on that, Samir Yunus.
Well, it was coming. Something had to give with the results the way they've gone. Somebody had to take the blame. Unfortunately, it's not the first time the manager's been asked to go.
Yeah, Man United have had their managers coming and going like it's the main entrance of the Dubai Mall. Cannot find the winning formula. Meanwhile, Sharjah do have the winning formula. And it's pace with a capital P. What a spell that was against Fujairah from Mohammad Rohit. Not involved in the side today as well. But Shahbaz Ali and Khuzaimah bin Tanveer have done a great job. But it's important that they close out this Emirates Blues batting effort well here. One big over could change everything.
Beautiful. Fantastic stuff. This is outstanding bowling. Khuzaimah showing us his full array of skills. Skinny with the new ball, pace, movement, and now nailing that Yorker in the death overs.
That was the fuller delivery immediately after the bouncer. Well bowled. Just sneaking down leg. Otherwise, he would have been in business. He has impressed one and all throughout this D20. What an exciting prospect for the future of the UAE's pace battery.
Oh, there's a plethora of prospects, that's for sure. It's going to be a selection headache in the next couple of years. Bowled him. Gets his third wicket off the last ball of his spell. And very richly deserved as well. Length delivery, Naveed looking to swipe that towards the leg side. You miss, I hit, and the middle stump has been slanted.
Well, he's shown the complete array of skills in this over. The quick bouncer, the block hole Yorker, and then the full delivery within the stumps. Fair delivery, no issues there. But I've been extremely impressed with Khuzaimah. Look at that. Middle stump rocked, and he gets his third, and richly deserved for some high-class fast bowling. Naveed Ahmed Khan did not want to be involved in the middle. 120 for 6.
One, 2, 0 for 6 are the Blues. They were 11 for 4, so they look back and think they've done much better than it seemed like. Shahbaz Ali to bowl the penultimate over. He's picked up 3 wickets as well. So all the wickets going to the fast bowlers. A couple of runs here for Usaid, who's still out there. And the Blues will be hoping that he finds the boundaries at least 3 or 4 times in these remaining 11 deliveries.
Absolutely, but easier said than done. Shahbaz Ali, very wily, experienced campaigner. And Khuzaimah, well, he's just too quick to lay bat on this evening. So they're closing out the innings well here, Sharjah.
Slower delivery again. Push down towards long off. I wonder who's going to bowl the last over. Khuzaimah's done with his 4. Shahbaz is bowling his last one.
I think Khuzaimah has one more. He bowled 2 up front, then at the death. So he will certainly be the one to close it out. Shahid Bhutta. Well, when he connects, the ball does not remain within the confines of the 7 District Sports Club. Tall, strapping, fast bowler. He considers himself an all-rounder. Let's see.
Oh, that's a dangerous one. No ball signalled as well. And Shahbaz Ali says, come on, it wasn't that bad.
Well, Shahbaz Ali, it was that bad. I have to inform you. Very high full toss. And Shahid is about 6'3". So when he's ducking, his waist is, well, a lot higher than usual. So it's a free hit for the Blues.
It's on behalf of Shahbaz Ali from the Fast Bowlers Union. It was a slower beamer. So it wasn't dangerous. But yeah, good call from the umpire. Above the stumps as well. So definitely waist high.
Yeah, I was trying that back of the hander. Got it all wrong there. So free hit for Shahid Iqbal Bhutta. He got the fright of his life on the previous ball. Oh, it's going to be a wide. Reload the free hit, please.
delaying the inevitable, aren't they? Shahbaz Ali has bowled so well throughout this spell, throughout these 4 overs. And just his last over, maybe trying a little too hard to pick up one more wicket here. The free hit remains.
Yeah, there's always a competition between teammates, and of course that uplifts the team. He must have seen Khuzaima with a lot of success. 3 wickets for him as well, so he just wants to, get one more. Free hit. Oh, didn't get enough bat on it. Just the toe end. Shy at the stumps, but they couldn't maximize the free hit. That'll be frustrating for Bhutta.
Yeah, the right idea. He knew that Shahbaz is going to fire it in with a lot of pace, trying to use that pace to his advantage, especially with Fine up in the circle. But he's not one of your frontline batters to pull off shots like that. He's just walked in, getting an idea of what the track is doing, what the bowlers are doing. 3 deliveries left in this penultimate over. Shahbaz Ali has breathed fire today. Yorker length again, dug out by Usaid. They're looking for the second one. Usaid wants it, but it's too risky. Not at this stage.
This is high-class death bowling from Sharjah. You have Khuzaima, who's mixing it up beautifully. Shahbaz Ali with the slow deliveries, and now the block hold Yorkers as well. Sharjah, they have so much firepower in their bowling. It's just a matter of time before their batting finds that consistency as well. And they have been on their A game tonight.
Well, he was ducking and playing the shot at the same time, so not sure how to describe that. A typical tail-ender's way to deal with a bouncer.
Yeah, that was just a swat coming in. Once again, it was the slower bouncer. He got the fright of his life earlier, hence doesn't want anything to do with the short pitch stuff. It's amazing how these fast bowlers, they love to deliver the bouncers, but they don't like to face them at all.
Well, it is a quite different world up there. You should come sometime. Visit us.
Us?
Well, last ball of the over. Shahbaz has bowled well. Down towards long on. Cannot find the boundary. Usaid Amin has been left stranded with the tail-enders. 19 done. It's 129 for 6.
Well, you were spot on there, Samir. Khuzaima has completed his quota, so it's going to be Mohammad Irfan bowling the final over. Hasn't been at his absolute best this evening with the ball in hand, so there's a bit of pressure on him.
Yeah, important over this. Emirates Blues need to finish well. Far outside off. He did walk across the stumps. That will be Irfan's argument. But Kashif Billah says that line belongs to me, and the moment you pass it, I will spread my arms.
Yeah, that was a bit too wide. If it had been nearby the tram line, perhaps he would have had a case. But he missed it by at least 3 inches. So well within his right to call it a wide. All smiles. Yeah, he got the shock of his life. I guess some play acting from Mohammad Irfan. Always enjoys his cricketer. Great competitor.
Full toss again. Usaid Amin has been out there for so long but has struggled to time the ball, and that tells you he's a man out of form. But he's stuck out, he's remained there, going at a run of ball.
Yeah, he's battled well for the side, but when the slog overs have come in, he hasn't quite been able to time the ball. Shahid Iqbal Bhutta, he has an uncomplicated style. See ball and whack it. Can he whack a few? They need them desperately.
Oh, almost ricocheting onto the stumps, almost chopping on. Well, you just look at this from Emirates Blues perspective. From 11 for 4, ending up with 132 for 6 now. In a way, they'll be glad they haven't got bowled out. Unless there's a double hat-trick now, of course.
Absolutely, you make an excellent point, but when you've worked so hard to recover the game, to not be able to tack on those quick runs, in the final 5 overs. I think they'll be a bit disappointed with that. Kamran Atta playing a fabulous knock, but they may still end up with a below par score.
Short again, looking to whack that towards the leg side from outside off. And once again, umpire Billa unforgiving.
Yeah, once again, too wide. Mohammad Irfan with no protests on this occasion. They have been a bit sloppy in terms of extras in the last few overs. Even though Usaid Amin was not able to connect there, you don't want to be giving away these freebies. They could come back to bite you.
Again, not timing it at all, Usaid. Losing his shape when hitting the ball. That's why he's not been able to find that boundary. This is disappointing and can be very frustrating for the Emirates Blues dugout.
Yeah, and they didn't look for two there. The mid-wicket fielder had to run about 8 yards to get to the ball. They should have run harder, put him under pressure. So they're leaving runs out there. Looking quite tired now, Usaid. He's been right there for a long, long time. Unfortunately, his timing has deserted him in the crucial phase of the game. Shahid Bhutta, he's fresh and he needs to connect.
Oh yes, he has connected. Length delivery set up to be hit. Shahid has dismissed it out of his presence.
Yeah, he's brought out the axe on that one. Nothing delivery, back of length, pace off. And his eyes lit up wide. Whacked it. And way, way back. A couple more of those. And it could be game on for the Blues.
Yeah, 140 up with 2 deliveries left. Could very well be a competitive score here. This is a full toss, hasn't timed it. Got big on him. Could have easily whacked that away as well. They're coming back for the second one. And they'll do it comfortably. And Shahid keeps strike.
Yeah, I think they'd want that at this stage. Final delivery of the innings. Mohammad Irfan has leaked runs. Has been a bit inconsistent. Not finding the right length. And Emirates Blues, maybe it's just a par score or below. But they've got something to work with. Thanks to Kamran Atta and now Shahid Bhutta with this breezy cameo.
Irfan running in for the last ball. Full toss, hammered into orbit. The fielders are interested, but they'll only remain interested because that has gone for a maximum. A big finish for Emirates Blues. From 11 for 4, they get to 148 for 6 thanks to a late flurry from Shahid Iqbal after what Kamran Atta did in the centre with a brilliant 70 for him.
Well, I thought this one was going out of Ajman. It had the height, not the timing, but just the sheer angle and the elevation took it beyond the square leg. Big blow from the big fast bowler. And now he's got something to work with. Mohammad Irfan dejected, and rightly so. That was a filthy delivery. So 148 on the board, 16 off 7 for Bhutta. Usaid Amin with a runner ball 44, but Kamran Atta certainly created the headlines with a fabulous innings.
Well, Sharjah will look back at the options and think, should we have really gone with Mohammad Irfan in that last over? Just getting that one thing wrong with Sharjah, but they did all the damage at the top. The top order blown away. Ahmed Tariq, Imran, Afaq, Nasir all going for zeros and fives. Then Kamran and Usaid stitched together a solid partnership. Kamran being the chief destroyer, 71 off just 49. Usaid run a ball, stayed not out till the 20th over. Naveed made just 1 run, but Shahid came out in the end. Couple of sixes to propel this score to 148 for 6.
11 extras to boot as well. In terms of the bowlers, well, the 2 lead speedsters, Khuzaima bin Tanveer, 3 for 8 was outstanding. Shahbaz Ali, 3 for 20 did his job as well. The other bowlers suffered. Mohammad Irfan in particular was taken for a ride. Young Aditya, that sole over going for 19 runs as well. It was that long partnership of 106 runs between Usaid Amin and Kamran Atta that brought Emirates Blues back into the contest. Well, taking a look at the highlights, it was a horror start for Emirates Blues. Tickling one down the leg side, poor shot there from Afaq. Simple caught and bowled. And Nasir Faraz got a beauty coming in. And a terrific catch by Safir Tariq. This one was the partnership between Usaid Amin and Kamran Atta. Imran Ayaz also falling early to a brilliant catch at short mid wicket. But after that, it was all about Kamran Atta and Usaid Amin. 106 runs added between the pair. They really took a liking to the young off-spinner Aditya. Was whacked for a couple of sixes down the ground into the side screen. Awais Ali Shah wasn't quite on his A game. A few loose deliveries. Irfan Yusufzai trying to bang it in short and was banged over the top of point. And this was the dismissal of Kamran Atta. Desperately disappointed, misread that slower delivery. Naveed Ahmed Khan had no response to the pace of Khuzaima bin Tanveer. And then Shahid Bhutta hit a couple of lusty blows down the ground, clearing that front leg and propelling it over the ropes. And he's given them a score to defend. So 149 is the target for Sharjah to get back to winning ways in the D20. How will they approach it? We'll find out in just a few minutes' time. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the 7 District Sports Club here in Ajman. We're all set to bring you the chase of what has been an interesting encounter so far. It is Sharjah taking on the Emirates Blues. Emirates Blues blown away at the top, 11 for 4 at one stage. Then Kamran Atta and Usaid combined for an important partnership. 71 of 49 to Kamran and Usaid with a runner ball 44. In the end, Shahid Iqbal applying those finishing touches to get them to a respectable total of 148 for 6. Sharjah were brilliant with their bowling. Khuzaima and Shahbaz at the top, fantastic. Picked up 2 wickets each and then came back later on in the death overs to pick up one more. 3 for 8 for Khuzaima, 3 for 20 for Shahbaz. The spinners, well, not being effective today in terms of wicket taking. Unfortunately, Irfan, none for 39 in his 3, went for plenty. And in the end, allowed Blues to get to a decent total.
बड़ा अच्छा लगा मुझे फिर से हमारी एकेडमी को ज्वाइन करके 7 डिस्ट्रिक्ट क्रिकेट एकेडमी और आज ज़्यादा अच्छा ये लगा कि जब मैं इधर आया हूँ तो हमारे बच्चे भी ज़्यादा हो गए थे, मतलब एडमिशन हो रहे हैं, ट्रेनिंग अच्छी हो रही है, फैसिलिटीज़ अच्छी हैं। बड़ा अच्छा लगा इधर प्रैक्टिस करके और आप भी अपने बच्चों को इधर एडमिशन कराएं और इंशाल्लाह अच्छी अच्छी फैसिलिटीज़ के साथ प्लेयर बनाएं।
Yeah, fantastic facilities here at the 7 District Stadium, the 7 District Cricket Academy, right here in this ground. Yeah, of course, proving to be one of the best facilities around Ajman. Here we go. Then the umpires walk in for the chase. Sharjah require 149 in their allotted 20 overs. They are missing Khalid Shah, remember. They will have their work cut out. They will be happy with the way they've bowled. 148 by no means a score that will be worrisome for them. But remember, crazier things have happened on the field. We had a brilliant first game today. Fujairah and Abu Dhabi drawing that one. And in the end, in the super over, Abu Dhabi prevailing. Well, if this game is to be anything similar, then we are in for some serious entertainment. It's the Blues who'll have to defend 148. Wasim Akram in your picture there walking in. He'll be key to how they start off. They've got a couple of good bowlers and good spin as well in the form of Harshit Seth. So expect him to come into the game because it's the 4th innings of this track. There will be a bit of turn and grip on this surface. Let's find out who's going to open for Sharjah. With the regular open, of course, missing. We will see Luqman Faisal, that's for sure. But it's going to be Muhammad Irfan, the left-hander with him. We'll find out shortly. But for now, that is the equation on your screen. 149 to win at a run rate of 7.45. They'll have to start well, get a good score in the power play. Don't want to leave it for too late. Luqman Faisal has blown hot and cold in this tournament, has scored a century early on, but a couple of bad starts after that. But he's very, very capable, Luqman. And it is Irfan after all at the non-strikers end. Dashing left-handed all-rounder. Bats very, very stylishly. Predominantly leg side strong. But he does like to play long innings. And that's what Sharjah need if they are to win this game. They've got the batting to do it, but it's about clicking in this game. Wasim Akram will be with the new ball. Generally very effective. Bowls in the right areas. Finds that swing into the right hand. Luqman Faisal will be mindful of that. A quick break and we're right back in it. Ahmed Khaja comes back into the comm box after a much needed rest.
Good evening, Samir. Yes, that 120 seconds or so was very restful. And Wasim Akram, well, he'll need to replicate what Khuzaima bin Tanveer and Shehbaz Ali did with the new ball. He certainly has the skill set. High pace, swings the ball. Can be a bit erratic. But tonight, if he gets it right, dry conditions, you will get swing. If he can strike early, couple of early blows, I think this match will be well and truly on.
Umpire Kashif says play and we're on. The chase. Starts off with a full toss. Trying to go full with a swinging ball. That's expected from the faster bowlers. But he needs to get it right very early. Not much to play with today.
Almost certainly. And they'll need to keep a lid on the extras as well. Has been an issue for Wasim Akram in previous matches of the D20. Slip in place, good to see Harshit Seth in there. waiting for a catch. Lukman Faisal, he is the key. Ringfield on the offside. There you can see deep third and a deep square leg in position. Orthodox fast bowler setup. And he needs to get it right.
No ball. You talked about the extras. It has been a problem for Wasim Akram and for the Blues. And very early on in the piece, he will offer a license to Lukman to go after the free hit.
Well, that's a major error there. Bowling to one of the most informed batters of the tournament. He has a century to his name in the D20 already. Just pushing that popping crease was Wasim Akram. Yeah, he's well over. He's well over there. Spot on call by umpire Nadeem Anjum.
Very watchful, the umpires. Oh, that hasn't gone where he wanted it to. Taking his eyes off the ball. But they'll manage to cross over for the single and get the first runs on the board for Sharjah.
And not in convincing manner by any means, but he'll take it. Good catch at extra by Naveed Ahmed Khan. He'll have a role to play with his military medium pace. Gets that ball to just nip off the wicket. Hits the seam. And my due apologies, it was umpire Kashif Billah at this end, Mohammad Kashif, who called that no ball. Mohammad Irfan, in his best role in my opinion, when he's opening the innings, looking to aggress against the new ball. He's batted in a middle order role for Sharjah in this D20, but he's right up top where he should be, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's why he likes it. Against the new ball in the power play. Looks to go after the bowling. Oh, fishing at that one. Bit of bounce as well from Wasim Akram. Don't generally find him pulling the length back early on. He's generally much fuller. Just trying to figure out conditions over here.
Yeah, there was a lovely moment in last year's ILT20 when he got to meet his namesake, the great man, the legend himself. So Wasim Akram, let us introduce you to Wasim Akram. That was a lovely moment. Must have been a dream come true for him, and why not? He is also plenty quick, can swing the ball, much like the legend himself. And maybe a good performance could get him the nod of the UAE national team.
Oh, that was a full toss. Very quick to get his bat down. Had he not, that was going on to hit the pads right in front of the wicket.
Superb delivery. Just became a low full toss and he just about got his bat down in time. That was swinging late as well. So testing times here for the Sharjah openers, and both looking a bit fidgety, both looking a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, not easy against the moving ball under lights. Got someone with a little bit of pace as well. Will be testing, but once they see out this new ball challenge, apply themselves, there's runs to be made. This is down the leg side, looking for the straighter one.
Yeah, just trying a bit too much in my opinion. Mixing it up a little too much here. It's not quite required. Excellent stop by Kamran Atta. That could have easily skipped past him for 5 wides. Keep it simple. The ball is moving in the air. Conditions are in your favor. You just need to maintain that consistency, Samir Yunus.
Yeah, looking to bring that ball back into the left-hander. Just not getting the line right. Speaking of meeting our namesakes, maybe there's a chance for you to meet Usman Khawaja and I can meet Waqar Yunus.
That would be very nice indeed. A dream come true. Spot on delivery, and solidly behind it is Mohammad Irfan as well.
Yeah, this one's much better in line. Just pitching outside off, coming back into the left-hander. So he certainly has the skill of moving it both ways. Just about doing it more consistently.
Yeah, he's very skilled with the new ball. Sometimes struggles at the death. That's something he needs to work on. But with the new seed in hand, he has taken a hatful of wickets throughout the last 2 seasons. Let's see if he can continue that trend tonight as well.
Oh, that got to him very quickly. In a very awkward position was Irfan, but he manages to fend that off. Yet to get off the mark, and a good first over from Wasim. It's 3 for no loss. It's going to be Mohsin to bowl from the other end. He's been quite a good partner to Wasim Akram, has picked up wickets regularly for Blues. Blues have been probably the most successful team in this tournament so far. Just a one loss in their 4 games. So they found ways, found heroes to go on and do the job for them. Not the best of scores in the first innings. It's their bowlers will have to now come to the party to try and defend it.
Yeah, he's among the top 5 highest wicket takers in the tournament. Spears the ball in at high pace into the right-hander. Let's see if he can get it right. They need some early breakthroughs in the power play.
Nicely behind that. He comes wide off the crease, tries to, like you said, curl it into the right-hander. Does have a good bouncer as well. And we keep talking about the fast bowling talent available here. The amount of talent you see is just unbelievable. It's about utilizing them in the right manner, providing them the right platforms and the resources to get the best out of them.
Oh, absolutely. We have the likes of Mohsin, we have Khuzaima bin Tanveer, Wasim Akram, of course, we saw earlier, Shahid Iqbal Bhutta in your screen as well. Ibrar Shah for Abu Dhabi. Genuine quick bowlers who bowl in the mid-80s miles per hour. Superb talent pool.
Big shot. You cannot keep Lukman quiet for too long. This was full. This was in the zone and he's hit it right back at the 7 District Cricket Academy. Watch out, kids, if you're practicing. Lukman Faisal is on strike.
Well, let me tell you, that is a massive hit from Lukman Faisal. Yes, it was pitched up. Yes, it was pace on. But how far has he whacked that? That is at least 85 to a 90-meter hit. Massive 6, one of the biggest in the D20.
This guy strikes it cleanly, doesn't he? Big swing of the bat. And it's gone the distance. More towards the leg side this time, Mohsin. So pulling the length back immediately. Learnt his lesson.
Dangerous player. Dangerous player, Lukman Faisal. Especially if it's in his slot. He has that confidence. He has that power. And he can bat for time as well. Technically very strong. Temperamentally solid. There's a lot to like about him. And if he gets going, this run chase will be done and dusted very, very quickly.
Yeah, organised is the word I'd use for him. He knows where his off stump is. Good technique, good footwork. This one's cut away straight to the fielder. And plays the ball to its merits. Doesn't look to manufacture shots from nowhere.
Absolutely, he doesn't need to. Strong off the back foot as well. Plays well square of the wicket. Has that pull shot as well. So there's a lot to like about his game. It's just about kicking on. He's got a massive 120 score in the tournament already. Just been bogged down in the last 2 or 3 matches. Got some absolute jaffas. So tonight may be the night for Lukman Faisal to unleash once more.
He's due a big score, a big innings. Oh, that was well bowled. Hitting the deck hard, got big on Lukman. He was shaping up to play the pull shot, but got to him very quickly.
Yeah, Mohsin taking a leaf out of Shehbaz Ali and Khuzaima's book, banging the ball in short. He bowls a good back of length, hard length delivery. And let's see, there is something in the middle of the pitch to work with. I feel that man, Shahid Bhutta, with the ball in hand, he can be very effective on this wicket.
Yeah, a bit of skid on offer. Every time they've bent their backs, the fast bowlers hit that hard length. It's really gotten the batters in a very difficult position. They think they have the time to pull it away or cut it away, but it gets to them very quickly. Just a 1-6 in that over. And that was the full pitch delivery that went for the boundary. Otherwise, it's been all length and it's been difficult for the batter to deal with. 9 for none after 2. Well, they have started off well, the fast bowlers, except they haven't got wickets to their names yet. And that's what they need if they are to defend this total. They're not going to try and bowl the 20 overs and starve Sharjah of the runs. It's the wickets that will keep them in the hunt.
Oh, absolutely. Sedate start so far. Just that one big six coming in from Lukman. Irfan yet to get off zero. Oh, that's a poor shot. Back of a length, swinging away, and you're trying to whack it over mid-wicket. Not good shot selection by any means.
Yeah, that shot has come about because of the 4 dot balls in the previous over. He's been left frustrated, and that's a sign of a frustrated batter. Playing across the line to an offside delivery. Could have easily driven that towards the covers. And it seems like Irfan just not finding any rhythm to his batting.
Yeah, Wasim Akram needs to be patient here. Just keep it that outside off-stump channel, 4th or 5th stump, swing it away. Mohammad Irfan will naturally react. He doesn't like to play dot balls. He doesn't like to be bogged down. There will be a reaction coming in. You just have to have the patience as a fast bowler as well.
You're making some tweaks in the field is Wasim Akram. Wants his third to be a bit more finer in that catching position. In fact, he's brought a slip in. Kamran Atta is making a polite inquiry. So Irfan, you can see he's agitated. He's using his feet now, trying to do different things. And that's what you want as a bowler. You want to frustrate the batter.
Yeah, well, the simple way to deal with that is get to the other end. Just drop and run. Good to see Lukman Faisal having a word with him. There you can see that square leg is very square. And you've got that deep third very fine. Plus the slip in place, Ringfield on the offside. Maybe get that mid-wicket or mid-on into a catching position. Or get that extra cover a bit closer for anything up in the air. You have to look for early strikes. Otherwise, this game may drift away from you.
Once again, trying too hard, Wasim Akram. And you said it in the start, didn't you? It does tend to try too many things and goes down the line of erring. And that could well lead to the downfall of Blues today. They don't want to be searching. They just have to keep it tight.
Yeah, there's no requirement to be looking for something magical. The pitch is assisting you. You're getting swing with the new ball. It's a cool, dry evening. Your spinners will be in the game as well. Just sit in for a while and let the batters react. They're the ones who are edgy. They're the ones who are itching for quick runs. And you just need to hang in there.
Finally, Irfan gets some bat onto that one. But it's straight to the fielder. So yet to get off the mark. None of 7. This is so much unlike Irfan.
And they have a complete pace battery as well. You've got Shahid Iqbal Bhutta, who's very quick as well. He'll certainly be looking to use that patch in the middle of the wicket to make something happen. Naveed Ahmed Khan, skiddy, bowls wicket to wicket. So you do have the bases covered in terms of the fast bowlers. Then you've got Harshit as well, very talented left arm spinner. So they certainly have a very competent bowling attack to defend the score.
Full this time, so he's mixing it up, and Irfan has ducked that out and finally, after 8 deliveries, has got off the mark.
Yeah, it was attritional. This time he got a full delivery. He just pushed to mid-on for a quick single. He'll certainly breathe a big sigh of relief. Lukman Faisal, he got a few testing deliveries in the previous over from Mohsin. I wonder what he's thinking. They've taken the slip out and just bolstered the onside ring as Harshit moves to mid-wicket.
That's been a quiet over, just that wide and that single. And this is what they need to do. Blues build up the pressure, get Sharjah to be behind the game, and the mistakes will come. Full toss towards third. He's lucky. Wasim Akram got away with that one. It'll only be 1 run.
They're just slicing it. He's got that extra yard of pace to make you mistime the ball. A slower bowler would have been pinged over extra cover. But Wasim Akram, not too bad. Maybe we're being a bit overly critical of him, but he's only conceded 6 runs in 11 legal deliveries. So at least he's building that dot ball pressure.
Yeah, his good deliveries have been really good. And that's why the batters aren't free-flowing when they do get that loose ball every once in a while. So he's rewarded himself. Looking to pull that. There is no fielder there. Mid-wicket was slightly wider. Because of that, it's gone deep and a couple of runs to end this over. It's 14 for none after 3. 6 runs for Mohsin in his first over. Sharjah have made a steady start, 14 for none, in chase of 149. Nice and straight again, keeping it in line with the stumps. That's the way to go. Back of a length, nice and straight. Make the batter work for their runs.
Lukman Faisal, that one minor gripe I may have with his batting is he plays a few too many dot balls. It's either boundary or dot. He needs to find that middle game as well. And when he's in full flow, when he's striking the ball clean, he looks $1,000,000. But you need to have that middle game. And not just him, a lot of top order batters in the UAE lack that skill, Samir Yunus.
That is certainly an art and a skill to learn. And that does make you a complete batter, doesn't it? Having both those sides of the game. Looking to make room for himself, pushing it towards off, and yet cannot rotate the strike.
Yeah, he's 8 of 12 with a 6. A big 6. It was a glorious 6. But what about those other 11 deliveries? How are you keeping that scoreboard ticking? How are you approaching your innings? So that's something that Lukman certainly needs to work on. A good example of that too in a youngster, is Ahmad Tariq, who didn't get going today, but we've seen in the previous 3-4 innings he's played in the D20 how busy he's been at the crease.
Yeah, fresh legs, youngster. And you're right. Certainly a good example. Full delivery, looking for that Yorker, and this time they'll take the quick single.
Yeah, Afaq Shahid, that mid-off was on his heels a bit. That should not have been a single. At least it should have been a tight single. In the end, they made it through very comfortably. Now Irfan, he'll be relieved to be facing somebody other than Wasim Akram. Mohammad Mohsin does have that natural angle, taking the ball away from the left-hander. I'd like to see a slip in place. And there is some movement. Yeah, Wasim Akram, his fast bowling partner, is on the edge of the circle. Not sure that's a slip, a very short third. Yeah, now he's in at the slip. Kamran Atta saying, come alongside me. Maybe you'll have a chance for a catch.
I don't think fast bowlers know exactly what the slip position is supposed to be. Wasim Akram there. Yeah, it seems like Mohsin is going to come around the wicket. This is an interesting ploy. Maybe looking to get that one to bounce and hold its line against Irfan, the left-hander. Up and over. Mid-off, up in the circle. So a safe route to go. Too full from Mohsin. Irfan finally breaks loose with that boundary.
Yeah, brave shot from Irfan. He got the length he wanted. Toe end of the bat. Not completely out of the sweet spot. But finally he got something that he could look to hit. And the best thing about that shot, he went absolutely straight down the ground. So a much needed boundary coming in for Sharjah. Maybe that will just loosen the shackles a bit.
Yeah, he's very strong in the V and on the leg side. There's one criticism of him is that his offside game is not as strong as it's supposed to be for a left-hander. But I'm sure he's certainly working on it with his coaches, with his setup here at the 7 District Stadium. Slip has come away now. Pulled away, but straight to the fielder. Good looking shot for nothing.
Yeah, that was well connected. He knew it would be short. Pulled it hard. And the reason, you make an excellent point there about his offside play. He was starting to get dismissed a lot, nicking off or getting caught at point. Since then, he's just hunkered down and improved his discipline batting towards the offside. But my advice to him would be, do not change your natural game. You need to work on it, refine it, but you need to be able to play the ball well on the offside if you are to make the leap from domestic cricket to the national team.
This is down the ground again. Might not go all the way. Yeah, just reined in by the fielder. Once again to an offside delivery. He's gone straight. It's 21 for no loss after 4. Lukman and Irfan going along steadily. 9 for each of them. 21 for no loss. Wasim Akram will bowl his third. Wide outside off. Could have been a full toss, but missed out on it, Lukman.
Yeah, that was marginal. So Sharjah just going at above 5 runs per over here. Irfan looking to lash out in the previous over. Lukman Faisal started off well, but since then he's been a bit bogged down here. And I like this from Kamran Atta. He's backing Wasim Akram to get him a breakthrough, and he's rolled the dice and given him a third over.
Yeah, there's no point in letting him be until the death. He's not a big target that they're defending. They need wickets and they need them now. Looking to play across the line, an under edge into his pads. Again, looking very, very tentative here, the two batters.
Yeah, that was an uncultured hoik there from Lukman Faisal, pardon me. When he's in a better frame of mind, that same shot, he'd lashed that behind point. But his muscle memory taking over, he's swinging to the onside. Meanwhile, there's going to be a change of willow for Irfan. Maybe that will change his batting fortunes as well. Nasir Faraz making sure, hey, what's wrong with it? Looks fine to me.
Yeah, it is. Batters in the field generally like to toy with others' bats. Try and see if mine is better or yours.
Well, let's see if this stick works for him. Well, they certainly needed this man, Hafiz Almas, getting rested in this game. The grip. So perhaps just fixing that up. But 22 for no loss after 4.2. Outside the power play, who would you want to introduce first change here, Samir Yunus?
Well, Harshit said, I'm sure. Because these two batters, yes, there is the left-hander in as well, but they've got to take their chances, Blues. They're not. It's a gamble. They'll have to throw the dice and see how it works out. Harshit has bowled well in this tournament. You've got to back the youngster. Yeah, he's Naveed as well with his medium pace. Maybe that's an option as well as a first change. Oh, well bowled. Brilliant Yorker this from Wasim Akram.
We've heard that before. Many times in the past. And we're hearing it 2024 as well. That was absolutely bang on. Honing in on off and middle. And plenty of chirp now going on in the middle as well. He did extremely well to get the bat down in time, Irfan. He's been tested here. And so far, he's resisted 9 of 13. Not at his fluent best, but the bowling from Emirates Blues has been absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, the only difference here is Sharjah know what they're chasing. They're not trying to set a total, so they can afford to take some time out here. Emirates Blues also faced some hostile bowling, but because they had to set a total, they were constantly in that mind frame of trying to go after the bowling. Sharjah, in the meantime, can afford to take some time out, ride out this new ball challenge, and once it has softened a bit, once that challenge is gone away, they can compile the runs.
Almost certainly, they can afford to be at about 30, 35, maybe 40 for no loss. It won't bog them down too much. That was an attempted bouncer, but the line all wrong. And yeah, shadow batting from Mohammad Irfan. Try that when it's live, not when the ball has crossed you.
A thing or two about it as well, giving him nothing straight onto his pads.
Yeah, that's the kind of shot you should have looked to ping over extra cover or go through it. Instead, because he's on 9 of 14, itching for a boundary shot, he's going to his muscle memory and trying to whack it towards wide-ish mid-on or mid-wicket. And you need to be careful against a quality bowler.
Another brilliant Yorker. Wasim Akram is just fantastic in this over. Unplayable.
And Nasir Faraz giving him some words of comfort, or maybe trying to get in his mind. Hostile spell of new ball bowling from this man on screen. He's been brilliant. Only thing that is lacking is the W.
Yeah, unfortunate for Blues. They bowled brilliantly. But these two have found ways to survive. And so great to see display of quality fast bowling in the D20.
Yeah, left arm fast bowler yourself. You're salivating here, Samir Yunus. You must be loving this. Oh, leading edge, balloons over point. Didn't know much about it. And they'll scurry through for a nervous double. Fantastic spell from Wasim. And I think that may be the end of it for now. Or will Kamranatha roll the dice? 25 for no loss, 1 over of power play remaining.
Well, we were discussing the first change. Here it is then. Shahid Iqbal Bhutta to bowl the last over of the power play. Lukman Faisal will take strike against this tall fast bowler.
Yeah, he's another exciting prospect. Genuine pace. Bowls in the mid 80s miles per hour at least. Very similar to Khuzaima in a way. Likes that hard length. Likes to bully the opposing batters. But he'll need to be very precise this evening. They're not defending a big score. He cannot be too wayward, too errant, cannot leak runs. They've done well to keep a lid on the scoring so far. Only 1 over of power play remaining, so you know the batters will try to come hard at him.
And they look to target him, that's for sure. Starts off with a full delivery on the 4th stump, and it's been nicely driven by Lukman Faisal. He's been waiting for that for a long time. After he hit that 6, he's got nothing in that zone, and the moment he's got it, he's dispatched it for a boundary.
Just using the pace of the bowler against him. Full. And even though it wasn't out of the middle, found the gap. And on this outfield, absolutely no chance. Save your legs. That's a beautiful punch through the covers.
Shahid Iqbal will be feeling under a bit of pressure. His preceding fast bowlers have done well. He has to now live up to that. Oh, huge! Oh, good Lord, how far has this gone? It's beyond the grass banks. Another huge maximum from Lukman.
Well, when he connects, they stay hit, clearing the front leg. He anticipated the fuller length and bang! That is huge with a capital H. Way, way back. Massive strike.
Hits them with some serious force, Lukman. Across the line and got it off the middle of the bat. Huge stop, this is over. 10 runs off it already. Shahid Iqbal under pressure. Straighter again and through the gap again. So one full of power, this one full of class.
Magnificent shot there. Nothing wrong with the delivery. Just the quality of Lukman Faisal. To the pitch of the ball, high elbow. And just to the left of the mid-off. That is outstanding. No chance for the mid-off.
Presenting the full face of the bat and importantly getting into the gap between mid-off and cover. 4-6-4. All the pressure that Mohsin and Wasim Akram had created is being undone in this final over of the power play. Lukman has raced away to 24. 14 of those runs in this over. This one's back of a length on an off-stump line and a rare dot ball.
And to be fair, Samir Yunus, none of those 3 boundary deliveries were bad ones. Maybe just a touch full, but you don't expect that kind of counter punch with the new ball and at Shahid Iqbal's pace. Just the quality of this man in the middle, Lukman Faisal, such a dangerous player, and he's fixed that strike rate in double quick time.
There's a slapped once again, and it's gone one bounce into the fence this time. Picking that up from outside off and hammering it towards mid-wicket.
He's batting with such freedom at the moment. Length ball, and obviously the big fast bowler is not going to have a mid-wicket, and he's been absolutely hammered. Looks a good batting wicket now. Lukman Faisal can make any pitch look like a batting paradise. Fantastic clean striking.
And Shahid Iqbal must be thinking, did they move the strip after those 5 overs? Wasim Akram, Mohsin were finding movement, they were finding bounce. But it's been nothing for Shahid. Hitting through the line, hitting across the line. It's all coming off for Lukman. Expensive over, 18 off it already. This one's down the leg side and will be called a wide as well. So it's only getting worse for Shahid.
Yeah, not a bad idea. The change of pace delivery, just the line was off. And you can just see the body language has changed. They were chirping, they were motivated, they were clapping and cheering on the bowlers in the first 5. Now, tense expressions on the face of the Emirates Blues fielders. They desperately need a wicket, especially that of Lukman Faisal.
Short ball, well directed. Lukman was looking to pull it away, but couldn't really connect it. So a good last over of the power play for Sharjah. They haven't lost a wicket and they're on 44 runs.
Well, it was a very intriguing power play session to say the least. A lot of domination from the Emirates Blues fast bowlers, but any time they bowled even a slightly loose delivery, Mohammad Irfan and Lukman Faisal jumped all over them. That was a massive strike over cow corner. And then that classy punch through the covers. Lukman Faisal showing his complete array of strokes and putting Shahid Iqbal Bhutta to the sword. But now the power play session is done and dusted. And you called it, Harshit Seth on to bowl immediately.
Yeah, not much choice left really with Kamranatha. Fast bowler, especially Shahid Iqbal, has gone for plenty, and with the kind of confidence with which Lukman is batting, I don't think it would have been a good idea to bring on someone like Naveed. So he's taken the gamble and given it to the left-arm spinner. The only problem is he'll have to bowl to the left-handed Irfan, who we know is very strong square of the wicket on the leg side.
Yeah, got plenty of protection towards the onside. A beautiful glide, good feeling at short third. Had to be on the move. So will Irfan resist the temptation to go to his trademark slog sweep, or will he look to go big?
Harshit's a smart operator. Probably knows a thing or two about bowling to left-handers. Just pulling off from that one.
Kamranatha, he's a character in the ears of Irfan, trying to guess where he wanted to hit the ball. This is all fun and games. Good stuff. Pure entertainment.
Quicker one. Push through. And now Irfan can afford to take some time and go about it like this, because Lukman has repaired some of the damage they had early on with the strike rate.
Yeah, 19 runs taken off Bhutta in the previous. So he can just afford to sit in for a while. But the way he's been going, I don't think Harshit Seth will be spared either, especially if he bowls a loose delivery.
Field well spread for him. Plenty of protection in the deep. So that's some solace for Harshit. Short and pulled away over the fielder. That should run away to the boundary. Well, that ball deserved to be punished, especially by someone like Lukman. You don't bowl short like that to him.
That's just the pressure Lukman Faisal is building on the bowler. Dragged down from Harshit. And with fine leg in the circle, it was literally a freebie. And he's not going to spare you when he's in this kind of striking form. Poor ball.
He can afford to respect that. That's where he needs to be.
Well, Kamranatha on the stump mic is all sorts of fun. Guiding his young bowler. That's your delivery. And he's right. Finish within the stumps. Flight it. Pitch it up.
Push towards long off. Lukman gets a single and the 50 comes up for Sharjah with that. Looking comfortable in chase of this 149. They've managed 1/3 of the target.
Yeah, they've scored 25 runs in 11 deliveries. since the 5th over. Now looking on course.
Simply nuts towards the leg. They'll be looking for two. Oh, the mid-wicket has run in quite quick enough to prevent the second from being taken. 51 for none after 7. Shahid Iqbal, despite being expensive in that first, has been given the second over. Interesting call this from Kamran, placing his faith on the tall fast bowler.
Yeah, now that he's got some protection on the boundary, maybe he can make something happen. Taking a look at the field, there will be a sweeper cover and a third for Mohammad Irfan. So where is the compromise that they're going to make? Yeah, mid-on is in the circle.
Irfan using the pace of the bowler, guiding that towards third, will be a single. Well, the thing is, he can have the protection, Ahmed, but the shots that Lukman played against him, I don't think 25 fielders will be enough.
Yeah, he's clearing the fence by some distance, but I'm sure his approach will change now that he's gotten off to a start. Had a couple of low scores previous, so he wants to make this innings a meaningful one. Get to maybe 50, 60, 70 or beyond. And of course, try to be on the winning side.
Looking good for now, Sharjah. They've done their job with the ball in hand. Could have been much lesser, but they'll be satisfied with what they've got. And the batting has started off well too. Looking to make room, but eventually will nudge it towards the leg side. We'll deal with ones and twos now. I think it's that phase of the game now where they'll just take calculated risks, not go after every delivery.
Absolutely, as long as this partnership continues to build. You know the boundaries will come. These two are natural stroke makers full of flair. They will certainly not get bogged down. They have matched the required run rate. Just need to sit in for a while, take the sting out of the game, so to speak, and then eventually they can look to aggress when the game is in hand.
And because the Blues are desperate for wickets, you will get a loose ball every once in a while. Those are the ones they'll pounce on. Well, he's content on doing this, Irfan. Not looking too bothered by his strike rate.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be. Because Lukman Faisal, we know he can hit those big shots at will. The run rate of the partnership is what truly matters, not your individual strike rates. And in that regards, Sharjah in a very solid position. They know Shahid is only going to bowl 2 or 3 overs max. Then they'll be naturally forced to make a bowling change. And then they can look to attack the spinners when they're well set.
Much better start for Shahid in this over compared to the previous one. Yet to concede a boundary. Well bowled. This was similar to the previous over's last ball. Slow bouncer. Lukman failed to read that.
Well, he's unhappy that it's given as 1 for the over, but when he sees the side on replay, he'll be convinced that was well above shoulder height. It's been a frustrating evening for Shahid Bhutta. He would have seen the way Wasim and Mohsin bowled with the new ball. He would have thought, right, I have a chance here, but then Lukman Faisal just smashed him to all parts. Can be a tough life as a fast bowler.
Oh, it's a cruel game. Cannot tell you that enough. Bowled him. He gets his revenge. And look at that look on his face. Tells you a story. It's the danger man, Lukman Faisal.
Well, it was the sucker ball, slightly fuller. And because he was on the back foot, playing the bouncer in the previous over, previous delivery, Fair delivery there, no problems at all. Just searching for the ball outside off. Big inside edge, cannoning onto the stumps. And is that the opening the Blues need to get back into this game? Decent innings from Lukman, gone for 34. And Sharjah have lost their first, 54 on the board.
.54 for 1. They finally got their opening. Have the Blues, and it's a danger man Lukman who has departed, and Junaid Afridi at number 3 for Sharjah. He will look to now stitch a partnership with Irfan, who's yet to properly get going. Still a bit fidgety out there.
Yeah, Junaid Afridi, he is one man who is desperately short of runs in the D20 so far. Very, very fine player. I'm a big fan. Very strong off the back foot. And tonight is the perfect opportunity just to spend some time at the crease, build an innings, get a substantial score, and more importantly, get your side across the line. But Shahid Bhutta, after taking some tap, now he's in the game.
Yeah, great call from the skipper to toss the ball to him despite going for plenty in the first. Who would have thought that he'll pick up a wicket? Nicely behind that. And a dot ball to end a successful over from Shahid Iqbal. It's 54 for 1 after 8. That's what Sharjah's batting looks like so far. Lukman did get the start, 34 of 27. Irfan has been finding it difficult, but he's still out there. 15 of 21 for him. Junaid has still just walked out. Not the longest of batting lineups this. Up until Shahbaz, they can manage.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Samir. Looks a bit undercooked, especially without Hafiz Almas and Khalid Shah. So if they can stack up a few quiet overs here, or maybe nip out this man on screen, I think Emirates Blues will be right in the contest.
Kamranatha very busy behind the stumps, adjusting and fine-tuning his field. Harshit said has bowled well so far, kept it tight. Irfan is thinking about a second. Nasir Faraz is not a fielder you want to take on.
Oh yeah, he's a superb athlete. Meanwhile, yeah, like you mentioned, they have a bit of a lightweight batting lineup. So Junaid Afridi, he really needs to apply himself here. Maybe get that fielder at mid-wicket in for Harshit. They've left a huge yawning gap on the onside. Why are you offering him that easy single?
This one's nicely cut away, but straight to the fielder. Playing it late, Junaid. Probably wanting him to play across the line. Cross-batted shot to try and find that gap on the leg side. That's how Harshit is hoping to try and bring that LBW into play.
Yeah, but don't fire in those arm deliveries. He has a tendency. He does bowl a lovely drifter, but mix it up. Bowl it slower in the air.
Much better, but he does find the gap anyway. More than happy to just get the one and a fumble. Oh, this they cannot afford. And they're coming back for the second as well. Kamranatha clearly displeased.
And rightly so. It was a standard fielding effort, just taking his eye off the ball. But what did I mention earlier, Samir? Why are you leaving that gap at mid-wicket? And that's exactly where Junaid has taken to.
Again, using the gap to his advantage. Big vacant space. Very easy this for Sharjah right now. They just need to keep nudging. Get those ones and twos. Wait for the loose ball. And they'll have the game in the bag.
And they're two club mates, Irfan and Junaid Afridi. So you would expect clear communication. Batted a lot together. Oh, this has gone up. Mid-wicket. No, it's a cotton ball chance. Oh, Harshit. Dear me. You created the wicket for yourself and you fluffed it yourself.
First of all, what was Irfan thinking for a shot like that? Completely unnecessary. They're going along nicely, maybe wanting to relieve some of the pressure, but look at this. You don't get chances easier than this. Harshit said he cannot blame anyone but himself.
That is very poor. Tried to go reverse cup. Misjudged the trajectory of the ball. And now the horse has bolted. Frustrating for Kamran Atta and the Blues. They almost had a wicket out of nowhere. 60 for 1.
But it's going to be spin from both ends now. Usaid Amin into the attack. Played a handy knock with the bat. Runner ball 44 for him. Now it's up to him with the ball to try and create an impact here. Nicely bowled. Just outside off. Looking for a quick single. Nasir Faraz won't let you have it.
Well, seeing his bowling style, Samir, you should be able to recognize it. Elite international umpire and a World Cup winner for your home nation. That's all the clues I'm going to give. Beautifully bowled. There is an appeal, but just sliding. Who does he remind you of? And you better get it right.
Of course, one of ICC's elite panel umpires. Hello, Mr. Kumar Dharmasena.
Well said. And full marks to Gryffindor.
Nicely done. Junaid is toying with that gap he's been given on the leg side. And he's more than happy to get those ones. 88 of 63. Yes, it can get a bit of a pressure situation if they let it loose for too long. Therefore, they need to find the boundary every once in a while.
Dare I say it, Samir? We've had one today already.
No, please don't go there. Do not go there. Nicely cut away. It's in the gap.
And making the necessary dive. Saved at least a couple of runs. And that's the kind of attitude Kamran Atta demands from his fielders.
That's almost a carbon copy of the shot he played previously, Junaid. Got his footwork quite nicely.
Yeah, he's a very solid player. Technically correct. Very good temperament. He's a good crisis man. Very similar to Nasir Faraz for Emirates Blues. Usually bats at 4 or 5 though. So top order role is maybe a bit unfamiliar. Heaved away towards mid-wicket. The call is for 2. And they won't run on the throw. Wasim Akram has got a bullet arm. So the match is very delicately poised at the moment. 64 for 1 at the halfway stage. Time for a drinks break in the middle and a change in the comm box as Asghar Khan and Oais Ali will step in. Over to you, gents.
Well, thank you very much, Samir Yunus and Ahmed Khwaja. This match is equally well balanced and well poised from here onwards. 85 in the last 10 overs. It's not going to be easy from here onwards. Irfan was lucky to survive and be in the middle. Almost threw away his wicket. Let's quickly have a look at the field for the left-hander. A deep mid wicket. Long on, long off. You can see a packed offside field. 3 men in the circle. Short delivery, and Irfan has been rather very cautious, I would say, Asghar.
Yeah, he's a free-flowing player, but today just struggled enough to find his feet. 20 of 26, but he's got the experience. I think he needs to bat through here for Sharjah.
Yeah, they started off so well, Team Sharjah. 44 in the first power play. Luqman Faisal with his heroics. Nicely bowled. So you can clearly see now the pressure is mounting on Team Sharjah.
Yeah, 2 quality spinners doing a wonderful job, Harshad and Usaid. So they're going to have to play really well from here onwards.
Nicely bowled once again. He saw the batter create some room for himself and followed him, bowled it a little quicker. So showing a lot of smartness in the middle is Harshit.
Yeah, he's bowled really well throughout the tournament. Nice subtle changes of pace and length.
Tossed up delivery. He's hit this in the air. The fielder coming underneath and takes it. This time Harshit gets a wicket, and there you go. The celebration says it all.
A brain fade here from Irfan. Looking to play across the line. Of lately, he's been struggling to play through the offside, and he just sliced it for the mid-off fielder. A simple opportunity accepted, and Sharjah in a bit of trouble here.
Oh, this is a big moment in the game. We know what Mohammad Irfan can do in this stage, but all credit needs to be given to the captain. Oh, there you go. Brilliant bowling by Harshit Seth. A bit of a send-off from the youngster. Mohammad Irfan has to go back after scoring 20 in 27 deliveries. Sharjah are 66 for 2. Well, they've sent in another left-handed batter. It's going to be Shalom. And he has a huge responsibility now on his shoulders. Pressure back on Team Sharjah.
Good opportunity for him, but he's going to really have to play well. Junaid Afridi also short of runs in this tournament. Talented batter. So Sharjah batting is going to be tested here today.
Yeah, you can see the captain behind the stumps, Kamran Atta. He's been very busy in this innings, marshalling his troops. Beautifully bowled, targeting the stumps. And Shalom will be off the mark with a single.
Nice start from him. They really need to do a lot more of this. Rotate, strike, and if a bad ball come along, they got to put it away.
Yeah, the required run rate is almost crept down to 9 runs per over. So they need one big over just to get things back on for them. Tucked away gently towards mid-wicket. They're looking for 2. They're going for it and will comfortably make it. So good running between the 2 batters in the middle.
Excellent cricket by Junaid Afridi. Working the ball softly in that vacant mid-wicket area and picking up a couple of runs. 69 for 2 after 11 Sharjah.
Well, he's having a brilliant night out. Usaid came in the first innings when his team was stuttering and they was really struggling at that time. That is where Usaid and Kamran Atta stepped in and just played really well, had a partnership going in their favour. And they've posted a very respectable target. And in reply, they're doing a brilliant job with the ball.
Certainly dry conditions, no dew, so it's keeping the spinners in the game. Straying onto the pads, bottom edge will fetch him a single.
Yeah, this is where they'll have to be a little careful, team Emirates Blues. You can't really leak these extra runs. The pressure is back on Team Sharjah. So this is where you have to just apply the pressure on the opponents and not let them play those free-flowing strokes.
Absolutely. If they can squeeze in a tight over here, possibly could bring up another wicket, because that rate is all the time creeping up.
Beautifully done yet again. Usaid, he's bowling those perfect channels. And Junaid, I think it's a matter of time when we'll see him cut loose.
Yeah, he's a little short of confidence. And you don't have many runs behind your name. Sometimes you become a little tentative, Owais Ali, and that's where you can make that mistake.
Yeah, this is where both these batters have to play a sensible knock. I would still say that Sharjah is in a commanding position, Asghar. They have 8 wickets in hand. They've got plenty of overs to bat. So one big over in their favour, and then it's going to be very difficult for Team Emirates Blues.
This is good stuff. He's looked impressive since he's walked in, rotating the strike.
Yeah, that is what is required at the moment. You don't really need those big shots. At least till the 15th or 16th over, and then wait during these overs and wait for those bad deliveries and then capitalize on it. As for now, just keep milking around and try to look for those singles and doubles when on offer.
Absolutely. They need to stay calm. Junaid goes for a big one. It's up in the air. He's lost the concentration and the pressure was building. Inexperience here from Junaid Afridi. Usaid has done him in flight.
Well, they've just kept the pressure on Team Sharjah, and this is a huge moment in the game. Junaid, we know what he can do in this stage of the game. And in the end, just finding the fielder, trying to go for a big hit. No problem whatsoever. A fair delivery, tossed up. It was there to be hit, but just could not time it to perfection. And finding the fielder is taking a very clean catch in the end.
Disappointment for Junaid Afridi continues. He's gone for 10. 72 for 3. This game is wide open now.
Well, they've pulled back things really nicely up, Team Emirates Blues. Remember, they were 4 down early in that first innings, and that is when we were discussing that they should reach somewhere around 80 or 90 runs to just give a fight to the opponents. And in the end, they have went on to score 148, and now in reply, I would say it's Emirates Blues who are having an upper hand in this game.
Oh, beats him around off stump. Talk more about it. The next over, 12 overs gone. It's 72 for 3. Sharjah struggling against quality spin.
Well, spinners are certainly putting up a show tonight. The captain realizing the conditions are rather very dry and the pitch is dry. So, right approach to opt to continue with the spinners, and so far they've done a magnificent job. Look at those figures of Harshit. 3 overs, just 18 runs given, and picked up one important wicket, and that too of Mohammad Irfan.
Very good bowling partnership going for Emirates Blues. Left arm spin from one end, quality off spinner for Sabs on the other end. They're bowling beautifully in tandem, and that has created the pressure. But some needless strokes from Irfan and Junaid has put Sharjah on the back foot.
Tossed up delivery, it's smashed hard, and out she goes. A brilliant shot coming in from the blade of Shalom.
Calculated risk here, but the odds were in his favour, and he's picked up quite nicely. Vital blow here from the youngster.
Yeah, now you've got the 6 which you wanted. Just do not try to force the issue. You've got the runs in the over, now try to milk it around and take those singles and doubles. Oh, beautifully bowled, just bowling it a little fuller, and it was too close to cut, I would say, Asghar.
Yeah, dangerous shot with the ball coming back into you. It's always tough shot to execute. Drags it short. It's it in the gap. They will have to settle for a single.
Yeah, I think seems like he's missed out on an opportunity, Shalom. That was a hit-me delivery, short. There was no pace on offer. He had ample time to rock back at the back foot.
In fact, he'll be gutted. You get these kind of deliveries, you got to put them in the gap. Safir on strike. Oh, he's knocked him over with a wonderful delivery. That one drifted in and went on and got right through the defenses of Safir Tariq.
Oh, what a cracker of a delivery. You miss, I hit. It was straight. And in the end, Safir got himself into a tangle, into an awkward position. And brilliantly bowled. Straight a one. Holding its line, not turning. And has bamboozled the batter. Another wicket goes down. Sharjah are in deep trouble now. It is this man, Safir Tariq, the latest victim. Has to go after a knot. It's 79 for 4. Well, things are not looking very bright in the middle for Team Sharjah, and it is the captain who's promoted himself up the order. Not too sure with this move, Shahbaz Ali. He's pretty much known for his big hits, which at the moment is not required, Asghar.
He's a very capable all-rounder, and also they're missing Almas Ayub today. So, short of batting, he's going to have to play well here. Just drifting down the leg side. Another exciting over, brilliantly bowled. A top spell from Harshit comes to an end. Look at that delivery. I think that drift done him. Just fell over across the crease and lost his stumps in the process. Sharjah struggling, 80 for 4 after 13.
$80 for 4, all the responsibility on the shoulders of the captain. They're keeping things really tight, other bowlers of Team Emirates Blues. Well, who would have thought that Team Sharjah would be in this state? I keep on saying in that first innings we just witnessed, Asghar, when me and you were in the comm box, they were struggling, 4 wickets down in the power play, and they were down and out. But then the man behind the stumps, Kamran Atta, played a very brave innings and ensured their team reached to a very good target on this surface especially.
Cut away on the offside. Well, 11 for 4 at one stage. Take nothing away from Kamran Atta. He's played a brilliant innings and also Usad hang with him and they build up a partnership. But I think some of the tactics from Sharjah, they just allowed the game to drift at that stage.
Yeah, I agree with you. Cutaway, it's in the air. And has he taken it? Oh, that could have been a brilliant catch.
Trying to force something through the offside in the air. Desperate effort there from the Fuseman. I think it was Harshad there diving forward. Just couldn't hang on to that one. Oh, it's all happening here.
Yeah, brilliant bowling. Yeah, coming back to your point, Asghar, I think that was the time when they should have really applied the pressure on Team Emirates Blues. They just let them go and didn't really have an attacking mindset, and that is where the batters really cast on and took all their credibility and played a brilliant innings.
If I were the captain, I would have been tempted to give Hosema another over. Plays that slog sweep through the leg side. And they'll come back for a second because he was on fire at that stage. Another wicket, a wicket of Kamranatha could have opened the door, and eventually when you get the opposition 4 down for 11, that means you got to bowl them out. It's criminal to allow them to play 20 overs.
Yeah, absolutely, Asghar. And I wouldn't even mind them to bowl out their overs. 4 overs for Hosema, 4 for Shahbaz. Wrap the innings. Oh, God. Plenty of bat on this one. This is an enormous
experience. They need a captain's performance. Could this be a start for something special for Sharjah and Shahbaz Ali? Clean strike. And a huge one to end the over. 14 gone, 90 for 4.
Well, another very exciting talent has been introduced into the 15th over. It is Naveed. He didn't play that previous encounter, which was very surprising for me, Asghar. He's been consistently picking up wickets for his side and is very economical. Just keeps on bowling in that one area and has excellent variations as well.
Started off slightly down the leg side with a wide ball. Probably commentator's curse coming in. But yeah, he's bowled really well. He hits that hard length with the wicketkeeper up. He doesn't give you much room or length to work with. Very good bowler in the middle overs. Played away on the offside. And they come back for a couple.
Well done. Good bowling.
Yeah, what I like about this man, Naveed, is that he reads the batter right till the end and then he releases the ball. So that is something which makes him a very special bowler. And a smart thinking bowler, I would say. Has had a very good tournament overall.
This is in the air. Again, just short of that man. He's looking to break free here.
Yeah, one thing he needs to ensure not to offer any pace to Shahbaz Ali. I think he's just promoted himself for a reason, and that is what we have seen a glimpse in that last over, the last delivery. He tonked it out of the park. So a couple of more big hits from his bat. I think Sharjah will be pretty much back in this game.
55 of 34 is pretty much doable. You've got 6 wickets in hand. It's about momentum and partnership. Heaved away on the leg side, behind square. Good bit of work from Wasim Akram.
A singles is not going to be a problem for Team Emirates Blues. And at the moment, clearly we can see now Shahbaz, he's opting to play those big shots. And I think that's the right approach. One of the batters has to go big and just try to get those couple of maximums.
Yeah, they can't afford to fall back in terms of the required run rate. They got to keep that rate within their reach. Oh, nicely done here. Behind square on the leg side. Well, Imran Ayaz does well. There was a bit of confusion between the two, and that direct hit will, in the end, cost them an extra run there.
Well, they'll have to be very careful. Team Emirates Blues. Each and every run from here onwards is going to be very important for them. You can't really leak runs like that.
One thing for sure, this game has the potential of going to the wire.
Yes, pretty much, Asghar. And are you looking forward for a super over?
Alongside you, it could be 3 out of 3.
Nicely bowled and equally well played. Just creating some room and has found the gap to perfection. A welcome boundary for Team Sharjah, and they get their 100 mark with this boundary.
I like the intent from this left-hander. Since he came in, he's looking to score runs. And again, gave himself room, opened the face. Was aerial for a while, but they all count. Crucial knock he's playing here for Sharjah.
He's playing to the merit of the ball. Just saw the ball was a little wide. There was width offered. It was a little full. So just going with the flow. And has played a lovely shot to get another 4 runs. So this has turned out to be a good over for Team Sharjah. Already 11 runs. And now it's looking a bit more simpler for Team Sharjah. 48 in 31. As you said, it's pretty much doable now.
So this is in the air. Oh. Not great effort, but I think it's gone for a boundary here. It's Sharjah and Emirates Blues of late just making few errors here in the field.
Yeah, error from the field, but I'm not too sure if that shot was required. He almost lost his wicket. Naveed creating an opportunity. It was there in the air. But then let's have a look at this effort. And I believe this should have been stopped. Yes, he had all the time in the world to put the dive in. But they've got another 4 into their tally. Expensive over coming in. It's 15 gone. Sharjah are 105 for 4. A very expensive last over coming in for Emirates Blues. Naveed giving a lot of weight to the batters. Oh, he's knocked it over. Brilliant delivery. And it is the captain who will have to go back.
I was sad with the brilliant arm delivery. Just when it looked like Sharjah taking control, Emirates Blues have struck a very important blow.
This is a brilliant delivery. He saw the batter. He tried to create some room for himself. Fired it. Bowled it a lot quicker. But the target was on the stumps. And they have rattled. This is a huge moment in the game. Just when they were coming back, it is the captain who has departed after scoring 10. 105 for 5. And the new batter walks in is Awais. Well, he's no muck with the bat, Asghar. Didn't really have a great outing with the ball. Usually picks up wickets for his teams. But then he's come in at a very crucial stage.
Yeah, capable striker of the ball. Dangerous player. But at the same time, he goes about things the way he goes. He might give you a chance as well. Straight away, going onto the back foot. Oh, it's all happening here. It is getting tense. It is getting tight.
Well, To me, Asghar, I think this is a very surprising move. Osaid is a right arm off break bowler. He'll take the ball away from the left handers, and they've opted to send another left hander in the middle. So I hope this works in the favour of Team Sharjah.
Again, heaved away on the leg side. Yeah, with two left-handers. Well, Usaid into his last over. Perhaps this could be the reason as well.
Yeah, you make a valid point, Asghar, and these are the three deliveries. He'll have to be careful. They've already lost one. Their captain. Oh, short delivery, and Awais got into a tangle, trying to hit it too hard. Another crucial dot delivery.
A very ambitious kind of stroke there, trying to fetch it from way outside off stump. Cut shot was on. It just lost completely. This is a lot better in the air. And over extra cover for a boundary.
Yeah, he's went hard on this one. Just made room. And he's found the gap to perfection. Important 4 runs coming in. There you go. Excellent flow of the bat. Uzair is a fierce striker. And a couple of blows from him will certainly turn things around in the favour of Team Sharjah.
Again, forced off the back foot. And a wonderful spell from Usaid. 2 for 24 of his 4 overs, 112 for 5. Sharjah after 16.
Right, then just the last 4 overs remaining, and it is going to be Mohsin to be bowling the 17th over. Wasim Akram has 1 over under his sleeve. Shahid Iqbal Al Bhutta, he's got a couple of overs, so he'll have to be smart with the rotation of his bowlers, the captain.
Absolutely, and I think it's down to all pace now, last 4 overs. It's Mohsin, he's got choice, Wasim Akram, he's got Shahid Iqbal Bhutta, so different tactics will be required.
Well, one thing is for certain, I have seen a lot lately from Mohsin, and he's got that excellent block hole deliveries. He's got the devastating Yorkers with the old ball.
Yeah, he's become of age of late. Worked away on the onside, pushing hard. And getting back for the second comfortably. This game is delicately poised, Awais Ali.
Well, each and every ball seems to be an event from here onwards. 35 required in 23 deliveries. And the match is nicely hanging in the balance. The pendulum could shift either way. If they pick up a wicket or either one big over for Sharjah, and they will be in a commanding position.
This game is seesaw battle. Just when Sharjah becomes comfortable, they lose a wicket. What a contest we are having. Moving around the crease and eventually playing with an open face on the offside. A single.
Yeah, trying to make Mohsin lose his focus there. But he's a smart, canny bowler. He's not going to be irritated with what Awais was doing in the middle. So 34 now required. This is a very important over from Mohsin. Haven't really seen that Yorkers coming in as of now. And that slow bouncer might be a good option here, Asghar.
Yeah, into the surface. Dry wicket. A older ball as well. It might just grip as well. Not a bad idea. Mohsin steaming in. Hit hard through the offside, straight to extra cover. There was nobody backing up, so Wisely done at the end from Naveed, not taking a chance at this stage.
Yeah, you can see he's still complaining that there was no backup whatsoever. Could have gone for a throw, could have had a shy onto the stumps, but rightfully so, not doing it.
At this stage, every single run matter. 21 deliveries, 33. As long as they can keep a lid on the boundaries, I think Emirates Blues will be mighty pleased. Excellent bowling again. That wide Yorker. This time he has a shy at the stumps, and it has cost him an extra run.
Well, we just saw a replica, but on this occasion he's gone to hit the stumps, and once again there was no backup whatsoever. And in the end, they've given 2 runs. There you go, thumbs up coming in from Awais. Bowling according to his feel at the moment. The fine leg is in the circle. He's got a deep third man. Let's have a look at this. A low full toss into the hands, and this time Naveed decided he's going to take a shy in the stumps, and I think he was safe there. And in the process, they've given 1 more extra run.
I think it's very difficult for the man deep on the leg side at mid wicket to, we'll talk more about it, goes across him. That might just be a wide. Yes, it is. So the point is, when you're that far back on the mid wicket, nobody in the circle, is literally impossible to stop that overthrow once you have a shy from extra cover.
Yeah, I think, but he did the right thing. You need to take your chances. 1 more wicket. Let's have a look at this delivery. Yet way too wide. Trying to go for that bouncer, but just getting the direction wrong on this occasion is Mohsin. So 30 to win in 20 deliveries. Still, I would say, Asghar, it's Sharjah's game. 1 big hit, and it's going to be very difficult for Emirates Blues to come back.
This is in the air and away from Nasir Faraz, and it's all the way. There you go. Awais Ali called it before that delivery. That 1 hit.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at that. Getting into a great position, just shuffling across the stumps, and he has absolutely middled this, and it has gone far, far away. Important 6 runs coming in, and now the equation looks much, much simpler for Team Sharjah. They need only 24 runs in 19 deliveries.
Absolutely. A wicket here could change things around. Intelligent from Awais, both in the com box and also in the middle. 17 overs done and dusted. 126 for 5 Sharjah.
Well, that maximum has certainly eased some nerves in the middle, some tension in the players for Team Sharjah. 23 required in 18 deliveries, and it's going to be Shahid Iqbal Bhutta. Well, I was expecting maybe Wasim Akram could have had a go. One of their speedster, their premier bowlers, showing a lot of faith in Shahid.
Oh, bottom edge. Just a single. Well, I think Mohsin is done for the day after that over. So if the game goes to the last over, I think Shahid Iqbal Bhutta, he's got 2 overs, and the middle over will be bowled by Wasim Akram.
Yeah, absolutely. That should be the plan, and they should go for the plan which you just mentioned here, Asghar. 22 and 17 deliveries. Sharjah in the driving seat.
Plenty of drama we have seen. Emirates D20 so far. Is this far from over? One wicket could change things up.
Yeah, desperate need of a wicket. Nicely tucked away into the gap, into the vacant area. Straight away there's a call for two. They're going for it. And they will get it comfortably. Excellent bit of running between these two batters.
Great game awareness. Played it with soft hands as well. So that fielder in the deep, he had to come in at least 10 yards. Look at that, running between the wickets.
Yeah, well responded by his partner Shalom. The moment he hit it, just set off for two. So 20 now in 16 deliveries. Desperate need of a wicket now, Team Emirates Blues.
Oh, horrible delivery, offside, off stump. And they're checking. It's a wide. Well. Wes Alisha is in the mood here.
Yeah, he's a character. You can see he's very animated in the middle. Very fidgety, trying to go for the wide Yorker. But in the end, just getting it horribly wrong. And one more added. So, this equation looks much simpler now.
Oh, another wide. I wonder why Shahid Iqbal Bhutta is bowling from a shorter run. Is he carrying some sort of niggle or what?
I'm not too sure, Asghar. If he is carrying a niggle, if he is injured, I don't think so he should be bowling at this stage of the game. It is a very crucial part of this game.
Pass. That fielder. Well, this partnership is certainly blossomed for Sharjah.
Yeah, now it's one-way traffic. It's just 16 runs in 15 balls. And Shalom and Awais will have to just play smart. Not do anything silly from here onwards. Not try to go for a big shot. Shalom, he's shown a lot of maturity. And on the other end, Awais, well, since the time he's walked in, he has gone for his big shots. And he's been very successful in doing that.
Yeah, Shalom, he's played really well. Zahir Maqsood there, the Emirates Blues coach. Slightly concerned.
Yeah, they look a bit tense now. Oh, beautifully played. Excellent stroke. Right in the end, opening the face of the bat. And he's done well. But the umpire would certainly want to have a recheck on this.
Intelligently played. Not great bowling. Shahid Iqbal Bhutta just banging it in short. Giving enough width.
Yeah, they're just going to have a recheck on this. And I think he's done well here. Yeah, certainly saved some runs for his side.
Good effort. Under pressure. Shahid Iqbal. Really don't know what happened to him. Because normally he just steams in from a long run. Bowl those great Yorkers at the death. Today he's just been expensive.
Yeah, he's looked off colour, I would say. Run a ball required now. Short delivery pulled. It's in the air. Gone. Well, this was not required, Shalom. You need run a ball and you're trying to go for a big hit. And in the process, you're putting your team in pressure.
Another twist in the tail. And that sort of game we have seen. He's fine there as far as his front foot concerned. Not great shot selection because he's bowling those off-cutters. There's not enough pace to be utilized to go behind square. He's gone for a useful 32. Sharjah 135 for 6. 135 for 6. It's gonna be Hosama Tanveer, right arm fast bowler, handy lower order hitter who can certainly hit the ball. All of a sudden, another wicket falls and another twist in the tail. Shahid Iqbal, expensive, but he's picked up a wicket just at the right time for Emirates Blues.
Well, Shalom did weather the storm, played excellent today, but in the end, it just came on to run a ball and he decided to finish off with a heroic hit, trying to finish this game as quickly as possible, which was not required, to be honest, I would say, Asghar. So now, the new batter is going to be Hosama. If he can just bowl one more dot delivery, things are going to get closer.
Crucial delivery. Great Yorker, right up in the block hole, and Nasir Faraz is quickly into action. Just a single to end the over. 18 overs gone. It's 136 for 6 Sharjah. $136 for 6 after 18 overs is going to be Wasim Akram. A very impressive new ball spell from him today. He's got 1 over and he's bowling the 19th over. This game is still alive and kicking here at the 7 Districts Arena. Hosama just walked in. He's got a job to do here. Left hand, right hand combination in the middle of S on 19. We see him charging in. Good delivery. Intelligent batting there from Hosama. Just played with the soft hands and picks up a single. Such a crucial stage of the game. It's important that he rotates strike and give the strike back to Wes. That was nicely done from Hosama. 12 required. One boundary here and there will really ease the pressure for Sharjah. Oh boy. If Wasim Akram can get it on line, knock over Wes here, that will be a massive blow. Steaming in. Oh, horrible delivery down the leg side. It's going to be wides as well. Wasim Akram, what have you done? It's a no ball. Oh, this is criminal. Trying to go for that Yorker. There's no sign of real dew, so I wonder how he just lost it. Rightly called as well. It was a no ball. So it's going to be a free hit. When the game was so much on the edge, Wasim Akram has made a massive error. That is beautifully bowled. It's just completely changed the complexion of the game. One bad delivery in this game can be so cruel at times. In a pressure situation, if you're not able to execute your skills. He's a mighty fine bowler, Wasim Akram. Could come back from him. Unfortunately for Emirates Blues, and there's a frustration there. He knows that he's made a massive error and he's let his team down. Goes full. Edged away. Another single. So now 6 required. I think it's the time for Kamranata to take a bit of gamble and bring couple of fielders inside the ring, couple of extra men in the ring, and look to squeeze couple of dot balls here and take this game to the last over. And also it might just entice Hosama to play a big shot, but not to be. Pulled away nicely, pushing hard here, and certainly they will come back for a couple. This is excellent piece of cricket from these two. Hosama batting low down the order, showing some composure here. Reading game situation is so important. Now just one hit away. Kamranatha, I thought his inning was a special one. Real fighting knock from the captain. He'll be gutted if he ends up on the losing side the way he's played. Fortunately, fielding in the last half or so and a bit of bowling as well. Some of the tactics didn't quite work out. Round the wicket. Again, beautifully played from Hosama. Just opening the face there and playing it towards third man. Just 3 more now. Last ball of the 19th over. It's been a good over apart from that no ball. Full toss, struck hard, straight. Just a single. We go into the last over with only 2 required for Sharjah. They should get home from here onwards. It's 147 for 6 after 19. Well, that's the signal. I think it means that they're just late as far as that over rate is concerned. So they got to have an extra fielder inside the circle. Well, this situation demands everybody to be in the circle. They just require 2. Full toss. Hit away. And Wes finishing the game in style here. Useful runs coming in from Wes Ali Shah right at the bottom in a crucial game at a crucial stage. Sharjah were in trouble, but he gets them over the line. Another loose delivery from Mohsen. Put away quite easily. He really enjoyed that, Wes. He's a character and fighter as well. Handshakes all around. Emirates Blues, they were in trouble early on. They fought hard through that partnership between Kamranatha and Usaid. And they were in the hunt. They got Sharjah under pressure. Just some of the bowling let them down. Crucial stages of the game at the back end. Hosama played his part alongside Awais to get Sharjah over the line. Words of inspiration. It's a long tournament going forward, so Kamranatha telling his boys, pretty much proud of you. You have done a good job. Good fight back after they were in trouble. At the end, Sharjah winning by 4 wickets. Smiles all around. That's the batting card. The opener started off well. Lukman Faisal looked in good form, 34. Irfan made 20. Just a little stutter in that middle when they lost those back-to-back wickets. Junaid Afridi went for 10. And Shalom playing a wonderful hand of 32. Safir and Shabazz fell early as well. 25 very useful runs from Owas at the bottom to get them over the line. Wasim Akram was very good, especially in his first 3 overs. The last one was not quite impressive. Still good bowling figures. Mohsin touch expensive. Shahid picked up 2 wickets and 2 wickets for Harshad. Usad also bowled beautifully. 2 for 24. That expensive over coming in from Naveed. 15 extras, that is something they really need to work on, Emirates Blues. These are the highlights with Lukman going alongside Irfan. They have started off nicely, scoring some free-flowing boundaries early on. Set up the chase. That was a huge one. Oh, this was gorgeous cover drive. And they got on top of the bowling early on. Just before that, opened up the door. Irfan got out at the wrong time as well. This was the period of play where Amber's really got themselves back in the game. Junaid Afridi also making an error. And then Owas came in, got going. That was a wonderful delivery. And Shabazz struck a nice boundary before. He was clean up with a wonderful arm ball. And that was another wicket, the last one. And that was the boundary to seal the deal for Sharjah. Look at the celebration as well. He was pumped. Clearly means a lot to him. That's the match summary of the match number 16 of 7 Districts presents Emirates D20 powered by Fancode. Emirates Blues batting first, 148 for 6. Eventually, after early on, they were in troubles. Kamran Atta, 71 magnificent runs, 3 wickets for Khuzaima bin Tanveer alongside Shabazz Ali also picking up 3 wickets. In reply, Sharjah 151 for 6. Lukman Faisal top scored with 34 and a useful 25 at the bottom. And Salim D'Souza also chipped in with 32. 2 wickets each for Usad Amin, Harshad Seth and Muhammad Shahid Iqbal. But Sharjah won by 4 wickets. We will take a short break, and the other side we will be back with the post-match presentation ceremony.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of 7 Districts presents Emirates D20 powered by Fancode. In match number 16, Sharjah winning the toss and deciding to bowl first. Emirates Blues posting a score of 148 in 20 overs. In reply, Sharjah are chasing it comfortably in 19.1 and have won this game comprehensively by 4 wickets. While commencing ahead, we would be moving forward for the award of the night, and the award will be given by our official Mr. Nadeem Anjum. And the player of the match goes to Shahbaz Ali for his brilliant all-round performance after he picked up 3 important wickets in 4 overs and also scored those 10 important runs which came in really handy. सबसे पहले तो बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो. और क्या आपकी गेम स्ट्रैटेजी थी, क्या गेम प्लान था? एज अ कैप्टन आपका पहला गेम था, तो क्या दिमाग में चल रहा था आज?
स्ट्रैटेजी ये थी कि कम से कम टोटल पे रोकना है, क्योंकि पहले हवा का फैक्टर था, तो हम कोशिश कर रहे थे नए बॉल को अच्छी तरह यूटिलाइज़ करें और उसमें हम कामयाब हुए. और आखिर में भी जो डेथ ओवर थे उसमें हमने अच्छा कंटेन किया.
आपने कैसे कोप अप किया इस विकेटों पे, क्योंकि यहाँ पे बॉल करना काफ़ी मुश्किल है, लेकिन आपने खुज़ैमा तनवीर ने यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग की और बैट्समैन के लिए काफ़ी मुश्किल पैदा की है. उसका क्या राज है?
एक्चुअली हम काफ़ी क्रिकेट खेले हुए इधर, तो थोड़ा यूज हुए इधर से, तो इसलिए थोड़ा उसका एडवांटेज था.
आखिरी सवाल, ये प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच आप किसको डेडिकेट करना चाहेंगे?
शालम को मैं डेडिकेट करना चाहता हूँ. यंग लड़का है, उसने बहुत अच्छा कंट्रीब्यूट किया है और मैच विनिंग इनिंग्स के लिए. शालम.
That is very sweet and nice of Shahbaz Ali. He's dedicated to award to Mr. Shalom, who's also played a brilliant knock. Best of luck. Well, that will be all from the post-match presentation. There's a rest day tomorrow and a much required one for the players. Until then, goodbye and God bless.